Football is back, baby. Football is back, baby. Football is back, goddammit. Everybody, one time, 4 letters in the chat room. Yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, it is I, the diligent, vigilant, meticulous, sagacious, conscientious, analytical, methodical individual, the Chiseled Adonis, back in Hold My Nuggets Incorporated as the 2023 NFL season is set to kick off live from Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City, Missouri, as the reigning defending undisputed Super Bowl champion of the world, Kansas City Chiefs, led by the MVP who broke the unforsaken streak of league MVPs, failing to win the Super Bowls for the first time since Kurt Warner. In the 20th century, we have a league MVP who also won the Super Bowl MVP along with winning the Super Bowl game, as it was led by Patrick Kermit the Frog Mahomes and his Kansas City Chiefs, and they host the Lions, led by master of eating kneecaps, Dan Campbell, Jared Goff, and let's see what transpires live from Arrowhead Stadium for your season opener. Say it with me now. 2023 NFL Week 1 from the diaphragm. Game highlight commentary. What's going on, y'all? How is it going? We're in the goddamn building. What's going on, y'all? How's it going? Good evening, 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 good fucking evening, goddammit. Woo! I'm hyped. Let me fix the goddamn camera. I'm hyped, baby. I waited months for this. Months for this. And we finally back in Hold My Nuggets Incorporated, but we covering some goddamn football. We've been live for NBA, it ain't the same. We've been live for WWE, it ain't the same. But when it's the NFL, you know we home. Let's fucking get it. All right. What's going on? Oh, wow. The Lions got the football first, and they already moving down the field. First play of the game. They done picked up about 8. Let's go down the list and say hello to the people in the building. King Meech. Okay, I pull up. Malone. Terrence. Stealth. Ant White. KT Chris. Mike Jones. Justin. Dill Pickle. Terrence. Derek. Devontae. Ryan. Malone. Kai Brown. KT Chris. Amari. Valorius. Black Hood. Devontae. Brian, the other Brian, token black guy, always showing love. It's been years you've been showing love. Pac fan, Mike Jones, King Kaido, David in the house, Angelo, Melvin, Hamp, Boston for sports, for life, Kasha in the building, Oscar, OT, S Tribal Queen, Julian, Kiara, Net Strike, what's going on? I hope you enjoyed that Xbox X. Oh, Henry. Waste of Space, 49ers and Rockets Ryder, Sam Soto, So Chill Steve, Big Boy, Hollywood, what's going on? Third down, first third down of the season, Jared Goff coming out in shotgun. He's got his man in motion, desperately trying to go down the field and move the chains. Opening possession for both these squads, because remember, despite the fact that opening possession is usually allocated for the offense, it is all still the opening possession for the defense, and they open up the season with a 3 and out, sending Jared Goff to the goddamn bench. Rashad, 50, D. Martin, Jeff Reviews always in the building. The Mace, John Papi, Jamie, Dante, we rupt. Hey, let me tell you something right now to everybody in the building, man. I done missed y'all. If you didn't tune into the other live stream since the Super Bowl and you just came in because you're a big fan of the NFL, I appreciate you. If you're somebody who's been in all the live streams year round, I appreciate you. If you happen to be a new subscriber, new viewer, you just so happen to pop up because you were searching for somebody who was covering the live game, I appreciate you. So it's only right that we kick off this year's stream the right way, and that's we take a toast right here. I got some Crown Royale salted caramel. So if you happen to be of age, grab an adult beverage. If you happen to be fasting or you're just alcohol free, grab yourself some water. I got my water handy as well. And if you happen to be underage, make sure you got some goddamn water or possibly some form of juice. All right, one way or another, this is a cheers to y'all to popping in. It's a cheers to the NFL for starting off yet another season. I think this is the 102nd NFL season ever. One way or another, cheers to you. Let's have a very successful NFL season, and go Steelers. That's a good adult beverage right there. Go down smooth. one way or another. Here comes the Kansas City Chiefs. Clyde Edwards-Helaire picking up about 5 yards right there on the very first carry of this game. We got some supers coming in. Ryan put 5 on and said, we back. Channeling his inner. Jason Aldean said, fuck the Bronx. Definitely, absolutely. And play the anthem. You already know. Fuck the Bronx. You already know what time it is. Fuck the goddamn Bronx. Joshua put 10 on and said, yo, what's up, Mr. Chiseled Adonis? I have missed you so much, my brother. The greatest time of the year is upon us. Ain't that the truth? Everybody better be tuned into this game. Without doubt, I believe this could be one of the most, viewed season openers of all time. The only thing that could possibly set some people off is the fact that it's the Detroit Lions. And let me tell you something right now. I already predicted that the Detroit Lions not only will make the playoffs, they could possibly win the division, and I believe their ceiling is the NFC Championship. Does that mean that they'll win it? No. Does that mean that they'll guarantee to be a contender? Not at all. But on paper, coming into this season, now granted, the momentum that you finish the season with is not the same that you can start the following year with. However, given the construction of their roster, given the attitude of that squad, I have nothing but high hopes for this squad. However, you got to remember, the populace of football fans, the Detroit Lions have been what? Absolute bottom feeders. So if you happen to be a casual fan, you probably look at this game like, oh, Kansas City about to blow them out. What the fuck's the purpose of watching the game? Despite the fact that you love football, you might not want to go out of your way to watch it, right? But one way or another, I expect people to go and tune in. As long as this game is good by halftime, I promise you, those numbers are going to come out tomorrow. Yo, how many people tuned in? The Nielsen ratings about to be going crazy. Is they still calling it Nielsen ratings? Somebody let me know. But Ryan put 5 on and said, I'll be 23 tomorrow. Yeah. Hey, happy early birthday to you, Ryan. Love to see it. Always show love to the stream, so it's only right. Mr. GH2 put 50 on it as the Chiefs continue to move down the field. Said football is back with everybody saying, hold my nuggets. Suck my dick. But, of course, put your motherfucking head back down. Yeah, you're goddamn right. Hey, Mr. GH2, best believe I always keep that wedding invite handy. Let me try to make sure I ain't got it to where your, I don't want to have the address or your government, showing. So let me try to make sure I cover it up. Yeah, I'm just going to put my thumb over it. I keep your invite handy for the wedding. Is it on camera? Yeah, I keep your invite handy for the wedding, brother. So, in a couple of weeks, I am traveling down to Atlanta to go to my third supporters wedding. I know a lot of people like to call it subscriber, but I always show love to the people who show love to me. So I appreciate you, brother, for always showing love as long as you have throughout all these years since the inaugural season of the NFL commentary series. So it's only right that I pop up for your wedding. So I appreciate you for that, brother. Dakari done gifted out a membership. You love to see it. Always giving out gifts. Alfonso just became a new member. Love to see it. Gerald put 5 on and said, rate this trade. Amari Cooper and DK Metcalf is who you meant, for Cooper Kupp and Michael Pittman. Now, I will say this. For that particular kind of trade, I personally would not have made that myself. Because for Cooper Kupp, him being out this year, and the Rams, now granted, Stafford is coming back, but that roster is not the same as it was the Super Bowl year, so I don't expect Kupp to be as explosive as he was that one year. And then Michael Pittman, we'll have to see how things play out for him. But I would say that's terrible. I would say that's absolutely terrible. Prince Kenyon put 2 on, said it's Jags time. And Derek put 5 on, said who's going to be the worst kicker in the NFL this year? We shall find out. So we shall find out about that. Oh, Noah, always asking, where am I from? Best believe I've never forgotten that you always show love in the chat room. Although your name has since changed. You changed your last name. Now it's just Noah K instead of what it was before. I forget. But I appreciate you. Am I from Manchuria? No, I am not. Shad said it's going to be a long season. Let's go Falcons. We shall see when teams will begin to start folding. Giovanni in the building said, love what you're doing, brother. I appreciate you for popping in. Dreadhead King said, salute Chiseled Adonis, mods, and fam. Yes, indeed. Salute to everybody who happened to be in the building. Where's David Box? He hasn't popped in yet? Is David in the building? Oh, let me know if I am lagging, by the way. Shout out to a subscriber of mine. I don't want to, break the news now. Then again, there's no real way for y'all to see it. because I'll be live with it. So I guess I might as well mention it now. I have a subscriber by the name of Eric, or if you see him in the comment section, goes by Stubbs96, if I'm not mistaken. He's been a subscriber of mine for a very long time, happens to be a fellow Pittsburgh Steeler fan, and I'm going to Pittsburgh for week 2 when Pittsburgh hosts the Cleveland Browns, and after the game, I'm going to go hang out with that brother. You want to know why? Not only because I hang out with the people who support me, but also, brother went out of his way to offer to build me a PC. So with that being the case, I appreciate that. And when I get that PC, I can then make sure that, you know, the streams run much better. And I also want to hop on Twitch and then do the simulcast throughout the entire year. But the one reason why I didn't do it tonight was the fact that, I don't know, something's going on with my Wi-Fi and everything like that. I wanted to make sure that I'm not in a situation in which I'm lagging heavily because I'm running it from my MacBook. But whatever the case may be, somebody let me know if in the event it is lagging. Oh, it's in and out. Okay, something is, I think it's a matter of tabs that I have. So let me just close. Let me start closing some shit because I got like fucking 50 tabs open. I'm one of those people who have a bunch of tabs open at all times. Don't judge me for it, despite the fact that you probably should, because why have all these goddamn tabs open? So let me just close the ones that are completely unnecessary and not really in use at the moment. Moreover, the ones that require a lot of energy, so I'll have those closed expeditiously. But thus far, both squads, the Lions have a 3-and-out. The Kansas City Chiefs were forced to punt. So there is that. Am I getting a gaming PC? Yes, indeed. I am getting a gaming PC, and I will begin to game. Now, I will say this much. Am I going to be playing like PS5, Xbox X? Probably down the line, because I'll probably have to purchase a PS5 and actually retain the console versus, you know, giving it away in a giveaway as always. But I plan to most likely be playing like the N64, the GameCube, and then also, you know, all of my vintage games. But there is that. But yes, gaming will with Adonis shall transpire. Field position battles right now. Well, yes, they're pinning them inside the 10, so there is that. Oh, you already know, we got our clips for this year, and nothing ever changes. Oh, boy, great defense by Kansas City. They're about to force a 3rd and long. I like to consider 3rd and 7 as 3rd and manageable, but they like to call it 3rd and long. But one way or another, I'm so excited that football is back. I looked at the NFL like, goddamn.
You could not live with your own failure. Where did that bring you?
Third down. 3rd and 7. Jared Goff. Oh, he's got a little bit of protection. Find something. No. You're going the wrong way, stupid. Oh, he got his man, but he's going to be 2 yards short. That's 4th down. You better punt the football, Dan Campbell. Don't go for it. Don't do nothing stupid. Don't do nothing stupid. Indeed, it is a battle of field position at the moment. All right, we got a couple of more donations that have since came in. John Pafavon said, as a fan of the Dimboy that reluctantly accepts reality, I'm anticipating a late playoff exit, maybe divisional championship game. Agree/disagreed. I'll say this much. I do anticipate Dallas being good. Wow, they actually went for it. Did they get it? I think they got it. Wow, Dan Campbell got some balls, bro. Dan Campbell got some motherfucking balls, bro. This is crazy. This is ridiculous. This man, he goes for it from his own 17. What's good with this man? Dude is crazy. Good Lord. But it's a major lag now. Okay, give me a second. Give me a second. Why it's a major lag now. All right. Let me figure out why that is. All right, they still moving. Give me. Yeah, let me go to the waiting screen. Okay, let me see if it's working now. Let me see if it's working now. I had to close this shit, reopen it up. Let me see if it's working now. I'm gonna be sick if I'm still fucking laggy like a motherfucker, bro. I closed so many goddamn tabs. Is it? I don't think it is back. I think I'm still laggy than a motherfucker. Yeah, I'm still laggy than a motherfucker. I'm choppy. I'm choppy as hell. 3rd and 6. Oh, he got the. Oh, that's a touchdown. Lions done scored. First touchdown of the year, and it's the Detroit Lions. Oh, damn, son is skull fucking the goddamn Chiefs. Why am I lagging? I closed so many ads. What the hell? I'm moving like a slideshow, right? I'm popping and locking and shit. That's what happened. I'm popping and locking and shit. See, like there's moments in which it's smooth, and then other periods of time it just keep fucking lagging. I'm very confused. I'm very confused. Good thing that they fucking scored, but I don't know. It's I'm almost there. I'm almost there. I'm not sure why I'm laggy. Like I seem to be fine right now, but then it just it'll start lagging. Like it's very weird. I think it could be. Oh, not a camera done cut out. Hold on, wait a minute. Not a camera done cut out. Hold on. It lags when I play a lot of clips. The audio's fine, but then, could that be what it is? Could that be what it is? Hold on, wait a minute. Could that be what it is? Am I still? I should be back now. It was a nice drive for the Lions. It was a very nice drive for the Lions. Move down the field with ease. They did pretty doggone good right there. I done reset this whole goddamn thing. It's always whenever it's supposed to be relatively a big stream, this shit happens. Everything was fine all goddamn day, and then boom, here we go with some goddamn bullshit. Joe Burrow just got paid. Wait, 5 years, $275 million. God damn. Yeah, indeed they did pay him. Man got paid big time just now. A whole lot of money for that brother. Golly. Now, oh, by the way, if you guys haven't already, remember, the same link is in my description. If you haven't already, click the link in my description, download the Underdog Fantasy app, use the promo code Adonis. Make sure that your first-time deposit is over $10, but they will match your deposit up to 100 Dura if you have not already put something down up in Underdog. I have won over 4,000. I actually didn't have any exclusive picks for this particular game, so Sunday we will be debuting our pick'ems for those games, but I did a shit ton of picks for the season. I'm gonna show y'all what my Underdog picks as long as is it choppy now? I think it's back to being smooth now. I think it's back to being smooth now. I don't see any issues on my end. Are we good? Put a 1 in the chat if we good, chat. I'm gonna start calling y'all chat. I started studying a whole lot of damn streamers. They be calling the chat. So I'm gonna call y'all. It's either family or chat. Y'all let it be known in the comment section which one y'all rolling with. I'm good. We good? I figured it out. I hope so. I ain't no tech dude, bro. I'm back to normal. All right, we good. I know I'm sweating in a motherfucker. It's hot as fuck, and I'm be sweating even more. So cheers to me fixing the goddamn stream. I probably shouldn't have already, did one of those prerequisite sort of, yeah, we done did it, but hey, it is what it is. There we go. Yeah, be different. Call us something up. So we family. I ain't gonna call everybody a fucking chat. I ain't gonna start now. Now, let's go up because there was a couple of people who done sent some messages and I didn't get a chance to call it out because we had an issue. So, Dreadhead King said salute to Chiseled, Adonis, Mods in the Fat. I read that one. Sean Jones said welcome back, football fans. Indeed. But yeah, John, to answer regarding as a fan of them boys that reluctantly accept reality, I'm anticipating a late playoff exit, maybe divisional championship game. Now, do I believe that Dallas can win a playoff game? Yes, but it all comes down to Dak. It is on his shoulders. So if he goes out there and balls out, I believe their ceiling is NFC Championship because they have a very talented roster. But ultimately, it's the Cowboys, so just wait. They will let you down. So there is that. Snowman put 2 on, said, thoughts on the rookie QBs this season. I don't have any rookie QB that jumps off of the screen for me, whether it be Anthony Richardson, whether it be a Bryce Young, whoever the case may be. Nobody jumps off, the screen for me. However, we've seen a lot of things transpire over the years, so you never really know. Somebody can show up and that team can become of age because their QB happens to be maturing before our eyes. So since that's the case, that could happen. Oh, David Box in the building. What's going on? I done took a shot earlier. I called you out to make sure you was here. I'm glad you done made it, brother. I'm glad you done made it. K. Wright put 2 on it, said, need Pacheco to do something amazing for you for fantasy. Well, he just picked up 2 yards. That's not quite amazing, but I guess he's getting started. Kyle Donovan in the building wanted to say that you rule, brother. I appreciate you always showing love, and good luck to your Jags this year. Akira Troops, hey, my man, did I get the capture card for N64 and GameCube footage? Am I going to use an emulator? I'll probably have to go and get the capture card, but big shout out to, as a matter of fact, I'm not going to mention it now. Akira, as you can see, it's behind me, but Sunday, I'm a Rocket Sunday, and then I'll make sure to shout you out once more. Sunday night, I always show love to the people who show love to me. I'm pretty sure you recognize what it is. But Craig put 2 on it. Said, trying to do Underdog. How does this work? Yeah, so basically on Underdog, they got best ball, they got draft, but my favorite is by far the pick'ems, right? So basically what you do is you hop on Underdog, whatever your deposit may be, whether it be 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, whatever the case may be, right? You hop on there, pick'ems, you just choose higher or lower on your prediction for how a particular player will do on that day. You have a maximum of 5. You can put a little bit of insurance on your, wager. One way or another, you have an opportunity to go and win big. As I stated before, I have won over exactly 4,172 Dura since November, and I believe that I had 3,500 just from the NFL season, and then I got an additional 600 during the NBA season. So that's pretty much how Underdog works. You just do your higher lower. I really love the pick'ems by far. That is my favorite. Best ball is cool. Draft is all right. I don't quite yet understand it, but pick'ems by far, I think it's the best across all fantasy apps or wagering apps. So there is that. Jamel just became a member. Love to see it. Hassan's been a member for 3 months. It just always happy to be part of the community. I appreciate you. Joker 2 times. Said cheers to a new year. Yes, indeed. Cheers to a new year. MDJ Nation put 5 on it. Said, hey, my local, if I'm not mistaken, MDJ, you are the Patriots fan. Said, long time no see, brother. I started medical school. Hey, congratulations. Cheers to MDJ Nation. Started medical school. Isaiah Pacheco going absolutely nowhere. Great tackle by Gardner Johnson right there. You go to University of Central Florida. Do I think Judgment Day needs another female member? No, I do not. In fact, I do believe and anticipate either Finn or Damian Priest will be knocked out of the Judgment Day, but we shall get to that at the next pay-per-view. David Box in the building said, cheers, baby, football is back. And Classic Man Q Patuon said, any thoughts on Chandler Jones' situation? I think it's fucked up. I think the Raiders as an organization have not really been good since the 80s for all intents and purposes. They need Al Davis, and unfortunately, he's a little bit too busy. Too busy being dead. So, unfortunately, his son, Mark is the first name, is not doing the best of jobs because I can't tell you any teams that, or I should say players that have been overjoyed to go to the Raiders. I can't tell you of any individual who is on the Raiders who says, man, I love it here. I want to spend the remainder of my career here, despite the fact that you had somebody like Derek Vehicle who did say something of that nature, and then what happened? You ship him elsewhere. Devontae Adams is now there because he wanted to go join his old college buddy, and then what? You ship away his quarterback. Max Crosby's there. They just paid that, brother, but let me tell you something right now. I promise you he won't play his entire career there. So with the Raiders, they fucking up. So there is that. And he got that terrible haircut, too. It's absolutely atrocious. But the end of the first quarter, ladies and gentlemen, with the Detroit Lions leading 7-0, very impressive start to this game. But if there's anything that I know about Kansas City over the course of the past few years, the game is never over until it's over, and halftime is a very, very far ways away. Because if you remember when the playoff game against the Houston Texans, when Deshaun Watson was playing the air guitar, they was up, 24-0 with 10 minutes something left to play in the second quarter. They lost the lead before halftime. So there is that. C. Brown in the building said, what's up, Adonis? What is going on? G. Breaks said, Can't wait for the first commentary of the season. Have I read One Piece? Who's my favorite character? Have I read One Piece? No, I only watched the anime. My favorite character in One Piece is indeed Doflamingo. But if I wanted to look for good guys, it is Roronoa Zoro. So I really enjoy watching One Piece. I'm up to date, at least with anime episodes. Well, no, I think I may be one behind. Did I watch last week's episode? Yeah, well, last week's episode was the episode after that 3-week filler. So yeah, I am back up to date. So there is that. Earl Grey said, when they traded Mac, you stopped being a Raider fan. I can't blame you for doing so, because I think that was foolish. Gardner Johnson's a beast. Indeed, he was. Whether it was New Orleans, Philadelphia, or now Detroit, Gardner Johnson can play some good doggone football. So there is that. Have I watched Arrow? No, I have not. Reading the manga is faster. Well, here's the thing, right? I don't mind the idea of reading the manga, but here's what the problem for me is. I can't do both. If I read the manga and I'm a year and a half ahead of the anime, I don't want to see it animated because I know what's going to happen. I feel as if I'm spoiling it for myself. I know that's not the legitimate, or I should say the legitimacy of the situation. But for me personally, I can't get into reading the manga knowing that it's going to be animated. So since that's the case, I'd rather watch the animation. Like, for example, Attack on Titan. The people who have read the manga, they know exactly what happens. I stay completely away from it because I'd rather watch the animation, be shocked and surprised and appalled or disgusted, excited by what it is that I see, than read the manga and ultimately say, oh, wow, I'll still have those same emotions while reading, but then I would love to see what it looks like animated. And on top of that, because of how my imagination and my mind goes, I would end up setting myself up for failure, because when I'm reading something and I try to bring it to life, oftentimes it's done better than it would have been, if somebody else animates it, because I have a very weird imagination. Oh, wow, another first down for the Kansas City Chiefs. They're moving down the field with absolute ease. What a way to respond right there. Keep in mind, no Travis Kelce in this game. He hyperextended his knee 2 days ago during practice. So there is that. Boston said that you think the Steelers are going to the Super Bowl. Or do I think the Steelers are going to the Super Bowl? Absolutely, because I believe they're under the radar. It feels a lot like 2005, despite the fact that it was coming off of 15 in one season. But one way or another, I'm very excited for them. Mahomes, oh, no, that's a drop. I don't want to read something that I'm going to watch. Like, for example, when I first saw the Godfather earlier on this year, I had came across the book years ago. I refused to read the book because if I know it's on film, what's the purpose of me reading? I'm just one of those people where I don't want to. It's like with comics. When I was younger, I loved comics. But then I fell off as I went to junior high going into high school. And then the Avengers came out my senior year in high school in 2012. Once that happened, I'm like, I'm not even going to pick up a comic because I know there's going to be something. Oh, wow, Mahomes running. Is he going to pick up the touchdown? No, he's not. Goes out of bounds at the 9. Hell of a goddamn job by Mahomes. But I can't do it. David said, you be thinking Undertaker going to pop through the screen when it goes black? Shit. Oh, have I been going black? Pause. If so, I got to figure out what's going on with this damn wire. It might be a faulty wire. It might be time to get a new one. But David, I don't think you were here for the shot. So cheers to you. Oh, I didn't open it. So there is that. Bake said you ended up drafting Pickett in fantasy as your backup. You had Aaron Rodgers as your starter. I like your team. Oh, Pacheco, great cut. Go, Pacheco, go. Oh, no, he's down at the 2. I'm not in any fantasy football leagues this year either. I'm just excited for football, man. Ryan put 2 on, said, Chiseled, my man, we made it. I missed you. Hey, man, I appreciate you. I missed you guys as well, at least those of you during the football season, because let me tell you something right now. I love watching the game as it's, by itself, but being live with you guys has made it even more special and fun. So I appreciate you guys. How much is the bottle? Shit, this bottle was what, 40 Dura? I think this short was 40. I think this was 40. So any liquor store that just, oh, wow, wait a minute. They tried a little bit of trickery. Can he get there? Nope, Tony's going nowhere. No, they pushed him 1 yard closer. 3rd and goal. Let me tell you something right now. For one, if you guys remember, 2 years ago, Patrick Mahomes' QB sneak dislocated his kneecap on prime time, and it had the slow motion angle of them popping his kneecap back, or when it popped, I think it was when they popped it back. You don't want to see that happen. If there's anything that I know Andy Reid not fixing to do, that's Patrick Mahomes' QB sneak. So with that being the case, 3rd and 1, they will run the football because Travis Kelce is not on the field right now. Oh, wow, they really going to throw? What the fuck? They was at the 1 yard line. Oh, my God, he threw a touchdown. This man's a fucking wizard. This is ridiculous. Why would they throw the it's Mahomes. He's the face of the NFL. Now that Tom Brady has since retired. I believe that he actually took it the year before. But one way or another, 75-yard drive, 13 play, nearly 6 minutes, tie game. Well, not yet. We have to see the field goal. But, my God, they threw it on 3rd and 1 from the 1. No Travis Kelce on the field. Shotgun formation. I stand corrected. I stand corrected. Preston 4 says, do the Lions have a chance tonight? Absolutely, they have a chance tonight. I can't believe they threw it. I know you got Patrick Mahomes over there. I mean, I say the same thing. You know, y'all know where I stand. For those of you who are new viewers who don't know how I like football, I like the old school football. Smash mouth, all right? Hard-nosed defense, run the ball down your throat offense. The passing game is essential, obviously, but when you get into goal line situations, that's when you strap up your chin strap, you buckle it extra tight, you make sure you strap it up, and then you mess around and run through some motherfuckers. That's the way that I enjoy, goal line situations. But if you're going to throw it, it better work. And what do you know? It worked out for Kansas City, and it's tied up at 7 apiece. I done went black again. What's going on? I think it's this wire, bro. I think it's this wire. But I'm black once more. But now I've returned back on picture. But funny enough, nothing has changed because I'm incredibly dark-skinned. But with that being the case, it's the first time this season, ladies and gentlemen. It's the first time this season. Oh, I'm lagging. I know I'm lagging. I'm lagging. I know I'm lagging. Am I frozen? I hope I'm not frozen. Okay. It's the first time this season we got to make it happen. Yes, I did! I clicked the wrong goddamn. I clicked the wrong clip because I don't put the guess again. We all knew that. Where is it? Where is it? There we go. It's the first touchdown of the year for Kansas City. It came off the fingertips of one Patrick Kermit the Frog Mahomes. So since that's the case, you know what time that is. What is it?
It's free real estate.
I said.
It's free real estate.
Once more.
It's free real estate.
It's free real estate. It's free real estate. Patrick Kermit the Frog Mahomes found his man in the end zone for the score, and now it's free real estate. God damn it. Yeah, Undertaker's invading the doggone stream, bruh. What is going on? Am I good again, or am I still lagging? I think it's every time I play a goddamn clip, I fuck around and lag. Now I know I'm choppy. I know I'm choppy. I was perfectly fine before. Now I'm choppy again. What is going on? I'm about to shut everything. I'm disconnecting everything from the Wi-Fi, bro. I'm going to disconnect everything from the Wi-Fi. This is getting ridiculous. My other computer off? I think it's off. That's why I need this PC ASAP. So, one way or another, here we are. I think I'm fine now. I should be. Yeah, I can't even get this joint on the desktop. It is what it is. But yeah, better get Fios. I have Fios. You know, it's crazy, and it's similar to what happened during, I believe, the Super Bowl and last year's season opener as well, where everything was fine right before the stream. The moment I went live, lag city. I ran practice streams prior. Not today, but everything was moving smooth, no problem. Like, remember, last week or last weekend, payback. No issues. All of a sudden, football season start, problems. But we good now. I think we put a 1 in the chat. We good. It seemed like we moving all right. I got the mobile in front of me just to make sure. So there is that. And by the way, if you guys haven't already, click the link in my description. Download the Underdog Fantasy app. Use the promo code Adonis if you have not already. And participate in the Pick'ems, I'm sure at halftime. You know what? Halftime, I will go and get myself some pick'ems so we can continue to participate together. So somebody remind me so I can go grab my pick'ems. But tie game, 7 apiece, ladies and gentlemen. MDJ Patoon on it said, Adonis, Judgment Day might be coming after you for putting the hit out on Dominic. Man, shit, I'll put the hit out on Dominic my goddamn. So let me tell you something right now. If I see Dominic Mysterio, let me tell you what I'm fixing to get. I'm grabbing a bat, and I'm going to beat the living life out of that brother, right? I need you to understand, Dominic Mysterio need to be dealt with. I will break that man's skull, right? I'm going to beat him up right after I get done with EDP, so EDP's blood will still be stained on this bat. I want you to understand, Dominic Mysterio will be dealt with. He will be dealt with. That's all I got to say about that. Noah just became a member. We love to see it. Welcome aboard. 11:50 left to go here in the second quarter in the first half, ladies and gentlemen, of this season opener. Tie game, 7 apiece, Detroit and Kansas City. Let me try to go see if I can get the stats. Hopefully I don't start lagging now that I have since gone to a different tab. Really got to get this shit figured out by Sunday night, but I'll keep you guys posted. Here we go, 1st and 10. Oh, it looked like Amon-Ra St. Brown done moved it. No, he didn't. But after this play on 1st and 10, I'm going to read out the statistics thus far. Russell said, kayfabe. Oh, no. I'm beat this shit for life. I can't stand that man. Oh, wow. Near first down right now for Detroit. Now, here are the statistics thus far in this game. For Kansas City, Patrick Mahomes is 7 of 10, 55 yards, 1 touchdown. He's also the leading rusher with 24 yards. Meanwhile, for the Detroit Lions, Jared Goff is 6 of 9. I believe he's going to update and go 6 of 10 for 71 yards and a touchdown. And David Montgomery Burns is indeed the leading rusher there. Leading receiver is Amon-Ra St. Brown with 3 catches for 27 yards and that lone touchdown. Meanwhile, for Kansas City, it was Rashid Rice who caught that touchdown inside the red zone. But here we go, Detroit continuing to move down the field. It's 1st and 10 from the 36-yard line. Jared Goff looking to climb down the field. Here we go. There's the handoff. There's a little bit of a hole. There's going to be a pickup of about 3 yards there for the Detroit Lions and David Montgomery Burns. Oh, Lord in heaven. Noah Patoon said that bat ended Nancy and will end Dirty Dom. You're goddamn right. And Henry is in the building for the first time this NFL season. Says new season, same beast. Grandma chained in the basement. Got 4 cocoa butter lotions ready on deck. Right arm bigger than Shat's leg. Mom and dad missing since May 4th. Brother getting violated by big cheese nips. I'm back. Hashtag homecoming. Sir, you are the first flashlight of this year. You need to get it together, brother. You need to get it together. As Amon-Ra St. Brown moves the chains inside Kansas City territory, sir, you need to be dealt with. I need to understand why you continue to move like that. There's no reason for you to carry yourself this way. All right? Choose the Lord. Find the Lord, brother. What's wrong with you? What's the matter with him? Man, it's tripping. Oh, I got a chicken parm sandwich. I should probably take a bite of this at halftime, but I'm going to take a bite right now. What's wrong with him? Great defensive play right there for a loss from Kansas City. Try to back those boys up. Yeah, he's still horny. I don't understand. It's been 2 years now. This man is somehow still horny. What's the matter with you? Somebody help Henry out, bro. Send an escort to his crib. Where's the police when you need them? I would play the police, but I know it's going to start lagging. So maybe at the commercial break, I'll be able to play We Are the Police of Haiti. Death Recon put 2 on, said from the east to the west, back to the east, back to the west. Oh, wait a minute. Look at Detroit running wide open. We know Kansas City's defense is nothing special, but oh my heavens, is the Detroit Lions coming out well in this first half. Moving down the field with ease. You love to see it. Send the Bellas. Oh, Kasha, don't do that. Don't do that. send them to Henry. Now he might mess around and live stream, somehow infiltrate the chat, and now we got to deal with both Henry and DeBellis? Oh, nah, I'm not doing it. Let that man infiltrate the chat, and I hear Primo. I'm going to kill somebody. Now, oh, wow, wait a minute. What yard mark is the Detroit Lions at right now? The 27. I can't put the goddamn clip because it's going to lag, but they're no longer at the 27. They're now at the 26 or 25. Master Tobbs said football is back. Indeed, they are back, with Detroit driving, looking to take the lead once more. They led 7-0 in this game. They scored first, not the Kansas City Chiefs. So far, Jared Goff in this game, 8 of 11, 97 yards and a touchdown. Jose said, when am I going to do the opening season commentary? You can't wait. Well, stay tuned for Tuesday, because I already said, I believe it was at the end of my Pittsburgh Steeler commentary, or I should say prediction for the season, and also on countless different live streams. This year, I'm doing the commentary different. Instead of the Thursday night, Sunday afternoon, and then prime time commentaries, everything is going to be in one video. So Tuesday, that video will drop. So it's going to be the week commentary. Everything will be together. So now it's going to be one video per week. But for those of you who just so happen to be on my Patreon, I'm doing something special this particular year. I'm going to choose one college football game per week to do commentary on, and throughout the season, we doing the goddamn Super Bowl commentary. Oh, my God. They done fumbled the damn football, and Jared Goff done lost a shit ton of yards. So what's going to happen is it's going to be one commentary video. Every single game is going to be together. But here's the thing. Here's the positive, though. Because as you know, the Sunday commentary is done in a manner to where I get it done before Sunday Night Football. Now, we're going to literally have every single highlight. Usually, I reserve the commentaries on Sundays to big plays, touchdowns, fumbles, interceptions, all kinds of turnovers, but I keep out field goals and things of that nature. Well, I keep field goals, but different sort of things that transpire. I don't really include everything upon everything, but this time around, everything gonna be in it. Like I promise you, every single video fixing to be maybe like 30 minutes to an hour guaranteed. So you guys are gonna enjoy that. You're gonna enjoy that. But yeah, opening fucking week, man, it's fixing to be like 45 minutes, bro. Yeah, it's gonna be not similar to urinating trees sports ball, but I looked at it like, man, you know what? If I just put everything together, because last year was very brutal, because the Thursday night games from week 3, I believe, when it was Denver and Indianapolis, up until about like week 8 was all trash. I think last year probably had the worst prime time games that we probably had in years, bro. Like, it was bad. Oh, my God, they fumbled, and Kansas City has the football. Tammy, Butterfingers. The Detroit Lions turn it over in the red zone. 5 minutes left to play. Look at the Butterfingers. Oh, I can't hold on to my balls. I can't hold my balls. What's going on? What kind of underwear these brothers is wearing to where your balls is spilling out? Get that man a pair of Manscaped. He could have protected his balls with Manscaped. Tammy, Butterfingers. Clarence, per 5 said Detroit looks legit. Also, picking the pickets for Pittsburgh. Oh, man, I can't wait to say it for the first time this season. All kinds of lack of protection of their balls, and it's on the ground with a fumble recovered by Kansas City. Good Lord in heaven. How they going to go out there and fumble like that? What's wrong with them? It was old man Marvin Jones. Who? Marvin Jones. Who? Marvin Jones. Who? Marvin Jones. Old ass fumbling. And it was recovered by Brian Cook. And Kansas City takes over on downs, ladies and gentlemen. Cheers to the Chiefs getting the first turnover of this season. Brad said, fuck you. Go back to making videos that matter. Where the hell Oh, where the hell is your stupid Russian MMA videos? Well, damn, Brad. That was kind of rough. But yeah, I'll make more Russian MMA videos when the Russian MMA videos actually get dropped. What you want me to do? Create them myself? Have them? I'm gonna reach out to Epic Fighting Championship. Hey, Brad said we need to make more. Brad said we need to make more Epic Fighting Championship videos.
But they're not making any new pay-per-view.
Brad said we need the commentary for those Epic Fighting Championship videos.
But how am I supposed to make those videos if they haven't made new content?
Brad said don't upload any content unless it's the Epic Fighting Championship video.
But how am I supposed to get in contact with those guys? I don't even speak Russian.
Brad said learn how to translate and talk to Kingpin about making new goddamn pay-per-views.
But I'm not really sure how I'm supposed to go and do that. I actually do this for a living, so the other videos that I make, they're
Brad said make the Epic Fighting Championship video. Is that the way I'm supposed to live my life, Brad? That's what I'm supposed to do, Brad? But Brad said that's how I'm supposed to live my life? Huh? You stupid motherfucker, you. You stupid fucker, you. I got a message for you, Brad. Eat a dick. How about that? I'll make whatever fucking videos I want. I might never make another Wrestling Epic Fighting Championship video because Brad showed up and said that's the only kind of video I should make. Fuck you, Brad. Eat a dick. I hope you have diarrhea and there's no toilet to go to and you shit yourself for 27 hours. I said how long? 27 hours. You stupid fucker, you. J Beast. Yeet. Put 2 on it. Said, you seen Chris Jones sitting with the Sopranos? I did see Chris Jones. Now, was he sitting with the Sopranos? I did not know, but I did see him out there. But Brad said, here we go. It is still 7-7 here. 4 minutes left to go here in the first half. 4 left to go here in the first half. Tie game 7-all. Brad put 5 on it. Say, hey, yo, there are 2 different Brads in here. Don't lump me in with him. I don't eat Franks. I'm a black Brad. Oh, yeah, no, you cool, Black Brad. Black Brad is cool. Black Brad is cool. He's all right. Black Brad is cool. It's the other Brad. Are you still in here, Brad? I see you, Brad. Brad Barracuda. It's you. You stupid fucker, you. When Brad comment again, I want to see shit emojis. Don't comment yet. Not the other Brad. Not the other Brad. Not Black Brad. It's a white Brad. When Brad Barracuda comments again, when he gets untimed out, his first comment, I want to see shit emojis. Don't put no shit emojis yet. We're going to wait on when Brad Barracuda comments again. And it's going to be nothing but shit emojis. How we got these bots up in here? We got some bots up in here. Let's time out those bots. It sucks that you can't ban nobody on YouTube no more. I've never really been one to ban individuals. I never really cared too much to ban. I don't think I ever banned somebody, at least myself. Maybe a moderator had done it. I've always done timeout. But these live stream links, joint locations, I wish I could, banish them to the shadow realm, but it is what it is. John, put 2 on it. Put the finger up. Done said, acknowledge me. MDJ, Patuan said, thoughts on the new Undisputed? It's interesting, a little bit chaotic, but as the NFL season progresses, I believe it's going to get a little bit better. So we shall see. You can hide them. Yeah, but hiding them is kind of, I'd rather, if you block somebody, they know they got blocked. Because, again, I never really cared too much for blocking. I would always leave it free reign. But then, of course, you have the individuals who show up to troll and only troll. Like, there's a level of trolling that's cool. But then when you now become disruptive to the stream, now it's at a point where it's like, all right, this ain't going to work. They making another Expendables? What the hell they got this? Oh, yeah, they making a 50 Cent. Is that 50 Cent? Megan Fox. Yeah, this got to be Expendables 4. This got to be Expendables. Jason Statham, Sylvester Stallone, this got to be Expendables 4. So Terry Crews out the movie? That's crazy. 50 Cent. That's random as hell. Sheldon for 5 on said, is Cody Parkey still your favorite kicker? Hey, don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. Arrowhead said this game is good. Trisha said Gano is your favorite kicker. Uh-oh. Gano. I can't even play the clip because you know it's going to mess around and lag. But 3rd and 5, ladies and gentlemen, after the Kansas City takeaway, here comes the blitz. Oh, Mahomes is going to float it down the field. Incomplete. Wow, that nearly got intercepted. Mans did not recognize that he could have lit that dude. Well, I should say he didn't recognize I was that Gardner Johnson, but he didn't peep that he could have caught an interception. Instead, he was trying to light up the goddamn tight end and missed out. John D in the building, what's going on? Our Commanders fan is in the building. Here's the punt. Can he get a pretty good punt? At least field them. Oh, yeah, good punt right there to field them at the 41. Very interesting that they put – oh, no, that was Raymond that they had back there. I thought they had Marvin Jones back there. Devil's Demon said, who is he to tell you what videos you can and cannot make? Keep doing what you're doing, brother. I appreciate you. Now, here's the thing, right? Don't get me wrong. I completely understand if somebody was like, man, I'd like to see more videos like this or whatever the case may be, but don't just try to shut down everything else that's something going on to curate it towards your needs. Like, I think that's foolish. Mind you, I got 700,000 subscribers, so how dumb would I be to try to curate everything towards one individual? I got something for everybody. Yo, Bolt said, as a Steelers fan, how do I feel about Joe Burrow getting paid? I'm happy. He earned, the right to get paid like that. Respect your franchise as a Bengals fan. I have, although over the years there's been a lot of bad blood, ranging from the Marvin Lewis days and the Vontaze Burficts and the Adam Joneses. This new Bengals squad, I have a lot of respect for that young talent that's over there, and there doesn't seem to be much bad blood, despite the fact that, Mike Hilton came from us to go over to you guys. But one way or another, there seems to be, respect on both ends, despite the fact that it is still, AFC North football. So, it's going to be smash mouth. It's going to be in your face. It's going to be a battle every single Sunday, Monday, or Thursday. But one way or another, I respect you guys, man. And I'm glad that Joe Burrow got paid because he's earned every single dime. Alex T. Pafavo said, all in favor for adding Bray to the Death Note every single week. Say I. Hashtag enough from the clown. Indeed. Timmy said, your logo is awesome. I appreciate that. My old college dorm mate, because we weren't roommates. He was he became the RA my final semester. So I guess my old college RA actually made it for me back in 2020? 2019? How long I had the logo? I forget. But I love the logo myself. So that's pretty doggone dope. In fact, I'm in the process of having it trademarked, so that's pretty dope. But yeah, love that. Beautiful goddamn logo right there. The Chiseled Adonis. Yeah. Yeah, so love that goddamn logo. 3rd and 5, ladies and gentlemen. 3rd and 5. Both teams have been scoreless for a little bit of time. It was Detroit who went up early, and then Kansas City responded. Browns boys put 5 on it. Said with one vid a week, we can still get some in-depth analysis that last year's primetime commentaries had. Also, the Falcons winning like hell this year. Well, we shall see how the Falcons mess around and play out. Oh, did this man get sacked? I think he did. They done took this man down in the backfield. Look what done happened over here. No Chris Jones in this game, by the way. There's a contract dispute trying to get that man paid, and they were able to get to the quarterback and take down Jared Goff. They're going to be forced to punt right there, but unfortunately for Kansas City, they're about to get pinned inside. Most likely their 5 or 10-yard line, but we shall see. But, yeah, we should, for all intents and purposes, still get that in-depth analysis on particular kind of plays. I can't necessarily say throughout all of the games to where we go drive by drive, but primarily on like bigger plays, you'll have the very deep in-depth analysis. I'll try to tell the entire story of the games. So definitely stay tuned for that because I don't want to have like big plays and we just move on to the next one. There's not going to be any time constraint of trying to get things done before a particular time. So here's the positive. Thursday night, the same way that I did it in the past. After the Thursday night game, I'm still going to prepare the video as if it was a primetime, game, but cut out a bit of the fluff to where I keep it primarily about the highlights, but I'll, signify particular stories that were done during the game. Ultimately, on that Sunday, I'm going to record the same way that I did before, throughout the entire day, go live for the Sunday night game, and then ultimately on that Monday, I can go in depth, tell the story of different particular, drives and or plays in each individual game. And then by the time Monday Night Football is around, I just have to add in the Monday game, and then we good and scot-free for Tuesday. So there is that. Ryan said, show me your moves. Now, Ace, the one. Put 5 on, say, how do I feel about your Commanders this season? How bad do I think we will kick the Cardinals' teeth in? I believe that you will beat the shit out of the Cardinals because, if I'm not mistaken, Kyler is not starting. Secondly, I think the Commanders' defense can once again rise to prominence. They would need to get back to what they did during the pandemic in 2020. So with that being the case, I can't say I have high hopes, but I do believe they're a team that's on the fringe of the postseason. So time will tell. Somebody time out that damn stream site that has since popped in once more. Sheldon put 5 on, said, do I think Pat will throw more than 300 yards this game? Judging by how the game is pacing, I think he's going to have to. Kyle put 2 on, said, thank you for inspiring you, brother. Hey, man, thank you for inspiring me as a lifelong Jags fan, all right? You somehow still have nothing but support for your squad through all the ups and downs of that franchise. So I appreciate you for not only showing love to your squad, but also showing love on the stream. It's only right. It is only right. MDJ put 2 on, said, which NFL coach do I think is on the hot seat for this year? Now, which coach do I think is on the hot seat? I'm not going to say Belichick because I don't believe that Robert Kraft would be foolish to try to make it seem as if Mans is on the hot seat. I think perhaps Mike McCarthy out in Dallas because we know how Jerry Jones gets down. He is not playing games with them. I would also say Sean McDermott because Buffalo has been a squad that going into the season has constantly been a team that could could possibly go to the Super Bowl, and for whatever reason, they haven't performed at that level. I recognize that primarily falls on Josh Allen, but you cannot ignore Sean McDermott as well. And believe it or not, despite the fact that I don't believe that he should be on the hot seat, but John Harbaugh. I look at John Harbaugh the same way I look at Mike Tomlin. Both those coaches should coach as long as they fucking want at the organization that they are at. Under no circumstance should they be under the hot seat. However, John Harbaugh's decisions in late game situations the last 3 years has really raised a few eyebrows. Going for 2 when truly the better idea was to continue the goddamn game. Lamar has since gotten paid. So now, despite the fact that the pressure is on the shoulders of Lamar Jackson, best believe John Harbaugh also will have a bit of pressure as well. I don't think Robert Saleh is on the hot seat at all. I think primarily everything is going to be on Aaron Rodgers. Oh, wow, Mahomes launching it down the field, nearly intercepted. And who else would I go with? No, I can't say Josh McDaniels. Somebody else who would be on the hot seat. Mike Vrabel. I think Mike Vrabel would also be somebody who's on the hot seat. Brandon Staley too. I think Brandon Staley too. JPP Patuon said over under 8.5 wins for the Giants. You know what? The Giants actually look good on paper. But I still think they're the third best team in the NFC East. They won those 50-50 games last year. I said last year would be about last year hating the Giants. So over under 8.5 wins, man. Daniel Jones played very well. Saquon Barkley is back. So for all intents and purposes, I should say over, but I'm going to go under. I think they're going to actually, max out at 8. I think their year is going to end 8-9. So there's that. J-Man said, I haven't mentioned Brandon Staley. Well, what do you know? I just got him. Craig Patuan said, most definitely Brandon Staley. There it is. 3rd and 7. They're going to be 1 yard short. They fixing a punt. Timeout. Oh, wait, there's Laundry on the field. For what? Laundry on the field coming in kind of late. Holding on the offense. Oh, there's going to be declined Force them to punt. Decline it. Decline it. Oh, no, I guess they didn't want to put Kansas City in a situation where it's 3rd and 1, so that makes sense. I understand that. Bully Ray and Devon re-signed with WWE today. Could see them put Dom through a flaming tape. No, I don't think they're going to be wrestling. I think they might mess around and get, because Devon was already a producer, and then for Bubba, I could see maybe he returned to the ring for like a spot at the Rumble or something, but no serious storylines. I think the Dudleys are pretty much finished. Matt LaFleur on the hot seat with the young Packers offense. No. I don't think he would be on the hot seat. The year after Rodgers leave, I think it'd be foolish to have him on the hot seat. I think next year that could happen, depending on how things play out with Jordan Love. Ryan Patuan said, here's to a fun season. Hashtag fly Eagles fly. Hashtag arrest EDP. You're certainly right with both of those hashtags. Marcus W. Jones, pretend on says, shout out to you, Chiseled. Can't wait for your NFL commentary. Chicago Bears and Kansas City Chiefs are your teams. Though that is very interesting, but you must be a middle America kind of guy. So with that being the case, fair enough. You get one in the NFC, you get one in the AFC. Me personally, I only believe that you should only have one team, but who am I to police what the hell people happen to do? So one way or another, good luck to both your squads this year. Shout out from Baltimore, Maryland. Hey, man, that's love. I appreciate that. Todd Bowles. Yeah, Bowles is a better coordinator than he is a head coach. I feel the same way about Rex Ryan. Marvin Jones, for all intents and purposes. So I said Marvin Jones. Marvin Lewis. 3rd and 17. Here we go. Mahomes. Oh, he's got time. Down the field. Interception. What? Whoa. MVS caught that. What the fuck? How's that not a pick? Ain't no way. How the hell wasn't that an interception? That is incredible. What the hell? I need to see a replay on that catch. Here comes Mahomes, 1st and 10, inside Detroit territory. Watson is going to get them at the 5. How the hell wasn't that an interception? Bro, that is crazy. I thought that was interception. What in the world? 3rd and 17? You should have fucking declined the penalty. How wasn't that an interception? Sliding catch by MVS. Oh, my God, what a throw. And then Watson wide open on the corner. That is incredible. This man's a wizard. You wonder why he's the face of the NFL now. 1st and goal from the 4-yard line. 37 seconds left to go here in the first half. Here goes Mahomes. Nope. Sidearm got his man wide open. Touchdown, Kansas City. They take the lead for the first time today. I cannot believe that pass to MVS. 6-play, 82-yard drive in 90 seconds, bruh. That is incredible. Incredible. Are you serious? Are you serious? Was that a 3 tight end split? I cannot believe that just, how was that not intercepted? That is incredible. You gotta be kidding me, bro. That is crazy. And once again,
It's free real estate. It's free real estate.
it's what?
It's free real estate. 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 It's free real estate.
Incredible. Absolutely incredible. My God. What a pass. Andre Patuan said, how do I think the Falcons will do? Excited for Ritter. Here's the thing. The NFC South is terrible. Last year they were terrible. This year I still think they'll be terrible. I project New Orleans to win the division, but I think they'll still struggle from time to time. Carolina could be up and coming, but we'll have to see. Just for the division, not in the NFL, but just in the division. Tampa Bay, I don't know how to feel about them yet. So for all intents and purposes, Atlanta can also contend. So I'll say everything is going to be middle of the pack. Do I believe that it will be a losing record that makes it to the playoffs? Maybe not, but I think 9-8 will be their division's winner. Now it's just a matter of who it's going to be. Kyle put 20 on it. Said, how's both brothers doing? I hope they're doing well. My brother is a recovering addict, so dealing with that stuff, but I'm hitting the gym every day thanks to your inspiration. I've been hiking on the weekends. Hey, you love to see that. Now both brothers are doing all right, and I hope your brother is doing better as he's recovering from addiction. And you hitting the gym every day, that's good. That's good. Great, opportunity to build yourself up, and hiking on the weekends, going out, seeing the aesthetic that happens to be outside. That's something that really can keep you grounded. So keep doing what you got to do to push forward, brother. Keep doing what you got to do to push forward, man. Jasper put 2 on it. Said, Josh McDaniels got to win 10 or he gone. I don't think so. I think Josh McDaniels if he gets to the playoffs and they win a playoff game, I think he good. They mess around and go 9-8. I don't believe 9-8 will make the playoffs. In the AFC, fuck no. It will not. The AFC is incredibly difficult. If you don't have 10 wins, you will not go to the playoffs. Unless you're in a situation where there's a bunch of 9-8 teams where teams had struggled. But truly, if you ain't got 10 wins, if you ain't got 11 wins, I don't think you're making it to the postseason in the AFC. The only thing is that everybody plays each other, so that could put it in a situation where maybe a 10-win team could sneak in. But truly, I don't think if you don't have 11 wins at least, I don't think you're going to the playoffs in the AFC. AFC is going to be incredibly difficult this year. Incredibly difficult. Def Recon, for 5 on said, much love for your videos, and EDP went back-to-back on kids. Shout out to Philly. Yeah, it's crazy. Although EDP is more of a California guy, if I'm not mistaken. But, yeah, that man's wilding, bro. Like, me personally, I can't even lie to you. I had a dream last night that EDP called me out on his website, and I pulled up to California to his dialysis center, waited on him, and he finally showed his face. I beat his ass. And we recorded the entire thing, posted it on YouTube, and then ultimately I got arrested for assault. But, had a dream. Just wanted to share that. Ross in the building. What's going on? I mean, always showing love. Hey, congratulations to Clutch Gone Rogue. 100K subscribers. That's 3 plaques you got between In the Clutch. You got the In the Clutch ENT 100K. They already on their way to 1 million. Then Kicking It with Ross already got your 100K. Then Clutch Gone Rogue, y'all got y'all 100K. Dub and Nisha, congratulations on the 4th baby. But then now they fixing to get 100K. 4 goddamn plaques out there in Houston and H-Town. So shout out to y'all. And I got my In the Clutch championship. It's right across from me. I got to go grab that joint. But yeah, I got my In the Clutch championship. Always keep that joint on me at all times. Wear it around the house. Wear it to the damn store. Let the people know I am indeed the champ. Basili put 5 on it. Said, it's just me, Oos. Oh, we got to throw both hands in the air. It's just me, Oos. Day one, it's just me, Oos. Day one, it's just me, Oos. Day one, ish. No Fade J in this motherfucker here. Yo, fam, that got to be the worst haircut on the planet, bro. I don't know what No Fade J is doing, but whatever barber he go to now, he need to shoot him. Like, he needs to get that man the hell up out of here. Or lady, whatever the case is, stop getting that goddamn haircut, bro. That No Fade is crazy. It's crazy. You look ridiculous. Jey Uso. Who got that haircut? Just you, Oos. Day one, it's just you. Ooh, you look crazy, bruh. You look crazy. If this is what Jey Uso gonna be looking like without his brother, they need to reconcile expeditiously. How the hell didn't they pick up the first down there? What are they doing? Quentin, put 5 on it. Much love, Quentin. YRN Quan, put 2 on. Said, what do I think about your Pats and your defense? I think the Patriots will continue to be run-of-the-mill because the AFC East will be the most difficult division in football this year, and I think the Patriots are the 4th best team in the division. Therefore, they are the last team in that division. Quentin, put 2 on, also said, what's good, Chiseled? Been a minute. RTR, hey man, I appreciate you always showing love, popping in. I'm glad that you're back. Jadion, for 5 on said you can if you can erase injuries from one player's career, because you said Carter, but you meant career, who would it be and why? Grant Hill, Derrick Rose. But truly, if I had to pick one across all sports, Bo Jackson. I would have loved to see what Bo Jackson looked like if he never got hurt. Because everybody talks about the mystique, and then you have the casuals go and just look at the statistics, but they really don't know how good Bo Jackson was. If there was anybody who I could eliminate injuries from, it'd be Bo Jackson. Because at least somebody like a Sterling Sharp had a chance to taste, greatness. You had somebody like a Derrick Rose, although he was stopped very early. But Bo Jackson, when you talk about athleticism, when you talk about greatest athletes to have ever played professional sports, when they say Deion Sanders and Bo Jackson, that's not fable, bruh. That's not fable. I would have loved to see Bo Jackson fully healthy, no injury. I promise you. Promise you. Nobody has seen a motherfucker like that on the goddamn field, bruh. Nobody's seen nobody like on the goddamn field like that man, bruh. So I'd say Bo. JPP Patuan said, last one. You going to that impact show? No, I am not. 2nd and 10, pass sales incomplete. It's going to be 3rd and long with 5 seconds remaining. Detroit got no timeouts left. So at this point, they got a little bit of a decision what it is that they want to do. You can either run a very quick speed out just to get a little bit closer, but I'm very curious what their game plan is going to be here. Kyle Donovan put 5 on and said, can I get the first 14 grams request of the season? Oh, indeed you can. Just wait until this first half is finished. So we got 5 more seconds. Lucas put 279 on it and said, do I buy the Jets hype? Yes. I do buy the Jets hype. However, I can't really say nothing until about week 8. Oh, my God. Nobody's going to be on the outside. Get out. Oh, wow. They got it batted down. Well, you might as well launch it now. Might as well launch it now. That was a terrible decision. These motherfuckers try to run a screen. What were they going to do? Block their way all the way to the end zone? That was stupid. They should have went to the left side of the field. They probably going to try some super dumb field goal, bro. This is a terrible idea. That was a terrible idea. Try to get at least one more play out of it. You got 5 seconds. That's more than enough time to at least run like a speed out, get out of bounds after gaining like 6 yards or something like that. Don't try to run no screen. Now it's 4th and 10. You got to, well, I'd highly doubt there's going to be a situation in which the pass sails, incomplete, and then Kansas City gets the ball back, but they might as well launch it towards the end zone. What the hell was that? He just threw it away? They didn't even want a chance at the end zone? That's a weird last play, bro. He just threw it away. Like, that's far enough. It was about a, let's say, 57-yard haul to the end zone. Jared Goff has that arm. They could have at least took a shot. Oh, Maria Taylor has aged within this past offseason. Maybe it's the makeup. Maybe it's the wig. But, yeah, this ain't it. Something going on with her face. She's aged tremendously, about like 4 years, at least in the face. Somebody let me know if I'm tripping. I don't think I am. But she look a bit older this year. Everybody ages, but my heavens. Talk about a tale of 2 years. Quentin, a 2-1, said, what do I think about Gear 5? Joy Boy and all that other stuff is very interesting. It reminds me of Ultra Instinct. To a certain degree, but it's very confusing. It's like he awakened his devil fruit, but wasn't anything of his own doing. It kind of just happened, similar to Ultra Instinct. But I have no real opinion. Oh, she's pregnant. Oh, well, what do you know? That makes sense. She's pregnant. She just well, there it is. That makes sense. She's pregnant. Must have had a kid. I didn't see her face. I didn't see her face. All I saw was her face. I didn't see the body. I didn't see shove. I saw nothing. Well, good for her. She's pregnant. All I saw was her face. I didn't have no time to research or anything like that. Well, good for her. That makes sense. That makes sense. Digisports, Pateno said, I predict the new briefcase that JD gave Priest is empty, and he won't find out until he tries to cash in. JD gives Finn the old briefcase, and Finn cashes in. Here's what's interesting about that. They did an additional segment where they opened up both briefcases. It was Finn and also Priest, and they took the contract out of the green one, and they put it inside the purple one. But I had the exact same hunch. I thought that was going to be what it was, so we shall see. Ottoman Patuan said, what do I think of Justin Fields and the Bears? I actually am very high on the Bears this year. I believe the Bears can not only make it to the playoffs, I think they can go and win a playoff game. And dare I say it, I think they could possibly win their division because Green Bay, we don't know. Minnesota, despite how talented they are, they lost Dalvin Cook. And every single year for Minnesota, you really never know. I believe in Justin Jefferson, the best receiver in the NFL right now. But Minnesota, you really never know. And of course, Detroit, I absolutely love and adore Detroit, but I think the Bears are going to shock some people this season. My thoughts on Travis Hunter: great fucking great goddamn dual threat player, absolute weapon. And guess what? I'm going to Colorado. Remember what I said? I'm going to support Dion. I waive my bandwagon fandom for USC, the U, and Alabama this year. I am solely cheering for Colorado, and I just purchased my ticket to go to Boulder for when they play against USC at the end of this month. And I found a fucking ticket for $188 on Game Time. So I know I work with SeatGeek, but shout out to Game Time. But for 188 Dura, I found a decent ticket in the stadium for USC versus Colorado. So I am going to that game, and I booked the flight on my points. That shit was like $293, but I used like 27,000 points on my Amex. So I'm pretty much going out there for $188. I'm probably going to rent a car for the day. That could cost like 100 Dura. I'll sleep in the car up until my flight. But yeah, I'm going out to Boulder. I'm going to go and support out there. So yeah, Shador Sanders fucking threw 510 yards and 4 touchdowns. Crazy. As for the Broncos, here's the thing. If Russell Wilson airs it out and they play to the best of their ability, the Broncos is a playoff team. But it all comes down to if they can get that offense going. Nathaniel Hackett didn't know what the fuck he was doing last year. And he really fucked that team over. And moreover, Russell Wilson didn't take things into his own hands, thus resulting in absolute tomfoolery. So my thing with the Broncos is this. I think they can be a 10-win team, but it all comes down to Russell Wilson and his chemistry with Sean Payton. So we shall see. But I think the Broncos, the only thing that's in front of them is themselves. So there is that. So there is that. Jadion put 20 on it. Said, build your own wrestling pay-per-view with everyone in their prime. Any promotion. Name a commentary team, 3 undercard, 4 mid-card, 2 tag team, and a main event. Any titles on the line. Wait, so you're saying an entire pay-per-view. Okay, so my commentary team would be JR, Bobby the Brain Heenan, Bobby the Brain Heenan, and who would mesh with them, because I don't want anybody conflicting with each other. JR, Bobby the Brain Heenan. I don't want to take King because him and Bobby would get so, oh, now I could see the pregnancy on Maria, but him and Bobby would get so outlandish, it would be difficult for JR to even function. So if I had to throw in, I don't want to do Booker T because that would just kind of confuse things. I don't want to throw in Gorilla Monsoon. So, golly, although I'm not a big fan of Michael Cole, I think I'll probably go Michael Cole. No, you know what? Mauro Ranallo, I like him too, but I'll probably go Michael Cole. I'll throw Michael Cole up in there. Then for my undercard, well, 3 undercard, 4 midcard, 2 tag team, and a main event. How many matches are on this pay-per-view, bruh? That's 11 matches on, no, that's 10 matches on the pay-per-view. Good God. Okay, that's a lot. Everybody in their prime, any promotion. That's interesting. I'm going to come back to that. Let me hop on my Underdog Fantasy and let me see if I can make myself some pick'ems right now. So if you guys haven't already, click the link in my description. Download the Underdog Fantasy app. Use the promo code Adonis if you haven't already. Now, it is the second half on the way. So we got ourselves some pick'ems right here on Underdog Fantasy. So if you guys haven't already, click the link in my description. Download the Underdog Fantasy app. Use the promo code Adonis and they will match your deposit up to 100 Dura, right? So first and foremost, let me take a look right here. Jared Goff currently has 135 yards passing. In this game, I believe he's going to have to continue to pass in order to get Detroit into this because keep in mind, Kansas City's getting the ball to open up this quarter. So I expect Jared Goff to at least have 300 yards passing this game. So I expect that to continue. Jamar Gibbs. No, they don't have rushing yards here. No. Actually, they have Montgomery with some rushing yards here. Do I believe that he'll have some additional rushing yards? Or receiving yards. Will they use him in the passing game? I'm not too sure about that. Amon-Ra St. Brown, Marvin Jones. I don't know how to feel about that. Sam Laporta got fucking 3 receptions already. Good Lord. Let's see here. Oh, wait, they're refreshing picks? Oh, these sons of bitches. They keep they're refreshing picks. They're increasing and decreasing as we go. I'm not rolling. Oh, wow, you can actually bet on defense now? What? Underdog taking it to a whole other level. They taking it to a whole other level. Let's see here. It's increasing as we go. Good Lord. Let's see here. Patrick Mahomes rushing under 42 yards. I believe he won't be rushing much longer. Let's see here. Sky Moore receptions. I don't believe that actually, I should go with rushing. I don't believe that Sky Moore will have any damn, they just switched it to receiving yards. But yeah, I don't think Sky Moore is gonna have a couple of receptions here in the second half. Richie James, yeah, fuck out of here. He's not getting no receptions. Let's see here, and I need one more. Marvin Jones receptions, Josh Reynolds, Khalif Raymond. I'll go with Khalif Raymond. And there we go. I will do Tandura for this one. We'll insure it. Accept all updates, and there we go. What was my pick'ems? I got one pick'em for this second half, and here we go. This is what my pick'ems will be. This is what my pick'ems will be. Oh, wow. They actually show you how much you would get if you mess around. Oh, man, this Underdog Fantasy update is the bee's knees. So I got Richie James having under 8 yards receiving, Sky Moore having less than 2 receptions, Patrick Mahomes not rushing for 43 yards, Jared Goff throwing more than 286 yards, and Khalif Raymond having under 10 receiving yards. That is my prediction for the second half. I'm only going to do one pick'em for the second half, and we shall see how things mess around and play out. But if you guys want to also go and participate, make sure you click the link in my description, download the Underdog Fantasy app, use the promo code Adonis if you have not already, and mess around and see if you can mess around and win some stuff. I got some pick'ems for the entire year, but I'll disclose that this Sunday evening for the beginning of the NFL season. And that's the beautiful thing right here. Let me just show you guys something cool. If you aren't already on Underdog Fantasy, I need you to do yourself a favor and hop on Underdog Fantasy, because guess what? They have predictions for the NFL season, bruh. That's for the NFL season. You only have week 1 to do so, bruh. Oh, matter of fact, let me make sure it's close enough. So this is for the entire NFL season. Passing yards for the entire year, with the quarterbacks, running backs, rushing yards, receivers, receiving yards. I don't think they have any defenders or anything like that. Yeah, tight ends. Yeah, so receivers, running backs, quarterbacks for the entire season. And here's the positive, right? The best thing that you can do, and here's my game plan, you got to pretty much operate as a hater. Because think about it. The season is incredibly long. Here's what I was doing, and y'all know how I feel about players getting hurt. I'm not somebody who cheers on anybody to get hurt, but if you're a player who just so happens to be relatively injury prone, I'm immediately searching for you on Underdog Fantasy, and whatever statistic they have listed for lower or higher, I am picking lower. I promise you. If you happen to be somebody who get hurt, Odell Beckham, lower. It doesn't matter what the statistic is. Lower. I'm rolling with the lower. If you're somebody who mess around and get hurt, I'm going with the lower. So if you guys haven't already, download the Underdog Fantasy app, use the promo code Adonis, and participate in the pick'ems. They're allowing you to choose for the entirety of the season. So make sure you do so. Now, Jaden, so my commentary team, and the question was, for those of you guys who did not see already, the question was, build your own wrestling pay-per-view with everybody in their prime, any promotion. Name a commentary team, 3 undercard, 4 midcard, and 2 tag teams, along with a main event with titles on the line. Now, here's what I would do. My commentary team would be Bobby the Brain Heenan, Jim Ross, and Michael Cole. Then, my 3 undercard matches. An undercard would pretty much be insignificant individuals, for all intents and purposes. I would say all in their prime, undercard individuals who didn't quite get their due. I would say okay. Undercard Ultimo Drago, Ultimate Dragon versus Neville. Ultimate Dragon versus Neville or Pac. That would be one on the undercard. Boogeyman versus no, I don't want to. Boogeyman versus Papa Shango. Boogeyman versus Papa Shango. Viscera versus Omos. Those are my 3 undercard. My mid-card. Chris Benoit versus Bret Hart. Chris Benoit versus Bret Hart. Chris Jericho versus Randy Savage. Second half has began as well. There's Isaiah Pacheco going nowhere. Pickup of a couple of yards. Randy Savage versus Chris Jericho. Benoit versus Bret Hart. Versus Bret Hart. Sasha Banks versus Trish Stratus. And The Rock versus Bruno Sammartino. No, The Rock versus Ric Flair. Then the 2 tag team matches, the Dudley Boys versus the Midnight Express and the New Day versus the Road Warriors. And then the main event would be Stone Cold Steve Austin No, actually, no. Not The Rock versus Bruno Sammartino. The Rock versus Shawn Michaels. And then the main event would be Stone Cold Steve Austin versus the Japan version of Hulk Hogan. I think that's a pay-per-view that would draw money. It's very difficult to try to freaking. It's very difficult to try to put together a pay-per-view like that on the win. Oh damn, Pacheco getting hurt. That's not good. Oh wait a minute. Oh, there's Mahomes. You got to get rid of the football. Here comes Hutchinson. Throw it into the ground. That nearly would have been intercepted if he didn't get rid of that football. Oh shit! I didn't even have no Roman Reigns. Yeah, this is something I would have to really sit down and think about. This is something that I'd really have to think about, because I didn't even mention Roman Reigns or anything like that. Like, that's something I'd have to really sit down and think about. That's a very good donation, JDon. That's a very good donation. That's something to really think about, man. That's a tough one. EDP versus treadmill in the I Quit match. Hey, cheers to you. Cheers to you. Kyle put 2 on, said, thanks for the shout out. Duvo, I might actually be down in Jacksonville this year. I've been going back and forth to Florida to tape the Assiduous podcast, but let me tell you something right now. I might go out to Jacksonville. I know, is it you? No. It's another brother named Carl who always sends me snaps because I think he's a season ticket holder of the Jacksonville Jaguars. But I might actually come down there to Jacksonville at one point during this fall. I don't know why, but I might, because I've been all around Florida. So hold on. Yo, that's a fucking false. Yo, they right. I didn't even recognize. Yo, I've been giving commentary on a bunch of different things, so I never really specified. Because y'all know how I get during the live streams. I always keep an eye on the O lineman for false starts. I cannot believe none of that got called. This brother is twitching at the line. How have they not called false start on him? That's crazy. Yeah, I'm gonna have to mention that during the commentary. This motherfucker First off, his stance is atrocious, bruh. That man better get Whitworth, Munoz, Youngblood. Somebody need to go call a goddamn right tackle. Call up Bruce Matthews or something. That man needs some coaching. That's a terrible goddamn stance. It's a terrible split. And moreover, that man's pre-movement antics is going to get him up out the NFL, bruh. What was the dude from Alabama who had his first year? It was Leatherwood. That man looking terrible. I don't know who 74 is on Kansas City. I don't know if he a rookie or some shit, but ain't no way, bruh. Jesus Christ, Sting versus Taker. That got to be on the card. Yeah, I'd have to, off the top of my head, that's tough, bro. I'll try to answer it in a timely fashion. Steamboat versus Perfect. I don't know if that ever happened. But that'd be oh my God, what a match. He's not a rookie. He a vet. Yeah, get him the fuck up out of here, bro. Get him up out of here, bro. Juwan Taylor, who he played for? Where Juwan Taylor been throughout his career? Where he been? He been in Jacksonville. So he played in Jacksonville and he now just came over to Kansas City. He started every game of his career. Ain't no way. That's too much movement, bruh. That's too much movement. See, now I got to rewatch the goddamn game tomorrow. Forget watching the entire game. I'm fixing to keep an eye on him for the entire remainder of this half, bro. Because there ain't no way. How you moving like that? That's crazy. They signed him because the Bengals took Orlando Brown and Willie went to Washington. Yeah, I did see that their offensive line has since changed. JD on P5 said, take your time, brother. We only asking engaging questions over here. Big time wrestling fanatic, so I like to hear other people's idea for events. Yeah, man, I love that. I love that. Peyton said, Coach Adonis has arrived. Shit, get me a whistle. Matter of fact, if Ross is still in here, when we went to Houston last year, not this year, and I was there with the unchiseled Adonis and my cousin, right? I guess we go cousin Adonis. Shout out to Gabos if you happen to be in the chat room. I know you usually pop into the live streams. Is Gabos in here? No, he's not. He probably recording content right now. Big shout out to him. He's on the way to 10K. Humbly. But big shout out to my cousin, man. He was able to hop onto YouTube, and then he's approaching 10K steadily. Getting there. So if you guys happen to be subscribed to Gabos Reacts, feel free to go and subscribe to my cousin channel, man. He's on his way, up and coming reaction channel. But when I was in Houston, and we got the bottles for Ross. And they came around, because you know when bottle service come around, they got the sparklers or whatever. I can't remember if they had the sparklers, but they had a whistle, and they were blowing the whistle. Man, let me tell you, that shit has been caught in my damn head for over a year. It was like, if I had the whistle, I could do it. That shit was caught in my head. I'm like, yo, these motherfuckers whistle is all right. I would never do bottle service again. But let me tell you something right now. That shit had me turned up. I'm like, yo, this all right. How much were them bottles? Shit, if I remember correctly, it was like 200 bottles? Like 200 something. Oh, jeez. Why would you retaliate, dummy? You dummy. Dummy. You're inside your own 10. You don't retaliate. Unnecessary flags, bro. Unnecessary fucking flags. You should have never fucking retaliated. You done fucked yourself over, bro. I think the referee trying to say there was a retaliation, so it should offset. I think they're going to try to offset it, bro. Oh, my God. They're going to call offsetting penalty. Yup. They're going to offset it. Let me tell you something. Years in the past, this would have never happened. In the past, it would have been done on the retaliation individual. And it would have been on the damn Lions, bro. It would have been on the Lions. Look at this. Look at this, right? Look at this. That's a clear push from 32. Referee never saw it, and then there's a retaliation right there. Look at it. They just jawned it. No, it was the other one. They missed the other push. There was another push. They completely missed it. There was another one that was away from the play. I don't know how the fuck they. If that's what the penalty was, it should have been against the Lions because another Lion dude pushed somebody on the ground. Get rid of the ball, Goff. Got his man. He's tackled. Force him to punt. If they threw the flag offset of penalties on that, then the refs clearly missed one because a Lion player pushed the Kansas City dude into the end zone. They clearly missed one. Great fucking defense right there from Kansas City. So there is that. J Diz in the building. What's going on? And if you guys haven't already, make sure that you click the link in my description, download the Underdog Fantasy app, use the promo code Adonis so you can get your head into the game of fantasy. Don't muff the punt. 41-yard line. Here comes Kansas City. Short field. That means danger for the Detroit Lions. But thus far, very, very good start to this season, man. Evolution versus Main Event Mafia. Oh, Jesus Christ. But then the entire Main Event Mafia would have to be in their prime. If it's Evolution versus the entirety of the Main Event Mafia in their prime, listen, Evolution getting washed. Now, here's the thing. Batista, you would have to take him a couple of years forward. I think 2007 was peak Batista. Randy Orton, 2009. 2007, Randy Orton was pretty doggone good, but nobody can deny it. 2009, senile Orton. Triple H, 2000. You'd bring him a couple years back. And then Ric Flair, 88, I think was untouchable. So with that being the case, that's a hell of a damn squad. But Main Event Mafia, you take Kevin Nash back to the peak of his capabilities during the 90s. You have Booker T. I think Booker T's peak, probably what, 2001? Then 2001 and or 2006, because King Booker, I think, was pretty doggone good. Kurt Angle, come on. I think TNA, first year TNA for Kurt Angle, that might have been peak Angle right there, or 2003 Angle. Scott Steiner, you choose the year for that. I think Steiner was probably, 2000? 99 for Steiner? Sting, whatever year you want to pick for that, like, Main Event Mafia fixing to win that one. Nathaniel put 7 on it. Said, Sak passe, brother. What boule? Yeah, you already know. Kijon Yemen. Buy your phone. I've been on my Duolingo. Trying to step up on my Creole. So there is that. Vozo said, am I doing another giveaway this year? Your luck is terrible. Hey, I might. Big shout out to everybody who since subscribed to the newsletter. Most likely I'll be doing the giveaway through there. But I have to figure out if I'm going to do one. Maybe for Christmas, I'll figure out what it is that I want to give away. I'll probably just do money rather than in console or something of that nature. So I'll probably just do money, like do some $500 or some shit like that. You miss Nitro and Raw Wars. Hey, I do as well. That was peak wrestling. Peak fucking wrestling. And big shout out to Wrestling Bios, who has the Reliving the War series. If you're somebody who truly wants to relive what it was like, because it's one thing to go back and watch. It's another thing when you have somebody doing the back and forth of what was happening on television during that week. Big, huge shout out to Wrestling Bios. I've always said he's my favorite wrestling content creator on YouTube, and for a very long time he was my favorite YouTuber for a good period of time. Well, shit, he might still be, because currently right now I don't have a favorite. I find myself binging a lot of his videos for a good period of time, and then I'll also go and tune in with what was it? It was Vile Eye, where he talks about like the evil characters. I've really been watching a lot of his content as of late as well. But big shout out to Wrestling Bios. Fucking love his content, man. He's the only person I'm an actual patron for. So I show that brother all kinds of love, man. Social Steve said congratulations on getting 700,000. Much love, man. I appreciate that. Digi Sports said that's what WWE is missing, legitimate competition like WCW back in the day. But here's the thing. Now with AEW getting better and their show in London shows that they are indeed a legit promotion. But here's what I think that needs to happen. Oh, wow. Interception. Ricochet. Intercepted by the Lions. And they're headed to McDonald's. Can I get a McPick-6? Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. The game is tied in this bitch. Touchdown, Detroit. What a catch and run for the touchdown. And a short field turns into disaster for the Kansas City Chiefs. Look at this pick by Branch, the second drop of the day by MVS, and it ends up to oh no, it wasn't MVS who dropped that one. I think it was Tony who dropped that one. But the second drop of the day for Kansas City turns into absolute pain and chaos as the Detroit Lions have evened up this game at 14 apiece after the made extra point goes through the uprights and good. Nicholas said, best time of the year, Chiseled Adonis game highlight commentary. You're goddamn right. Tails from Crypto said, I'm a diehard Panthers fan, but you love my homeboy. I'll tell you who loves my homeboy even more right now, that Detroit Lions defense. This motherfucker still had his mouthpiece plugged into the back of his helmet. You can't do that. What a goddamn pick right there. And we're right back in this game, says Detroit. Can I get a McPick-6? Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. Jose said, remember Joey Harrington deferred the overtime possession and proceeded to lose the Thanksgiving game? Fam, Joey Harrington was, oof, boy. Those line years were tough, man. Those line years was tough. If I'm not mistaken, behind, there was, who was that? John Kitna was there up until he left to go to Cincinnati. Then after Harrington was who? Dan Orlovsky. And then it was Stafford. Somebody correct me if I was wrong. Man was out there giving out donations. Matter of fact, where's Dr. Umar when you need him? Where's Dr. Umar when you need him? What were they giving out?
Donations. 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 Gifts. 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 More gifts. More gifts.
Donations. Gifts. Gifts. Come on now. Keys says here from across the pond, you don't understand the game, but the highlight commentary is gold, dude. I appreciate you. Kyle said, am I gonna watch the Ngannou and Tyson fight? I probably will. When is it? When is the fight? October 28th. Yeah, I probably will watch it. I probably will watch it. Will I be live for it? I don't know, but we shall see. Q45 said, does Chad Henne, Nathan Peterman have a career, but Vince Young doesn't? Very interesting, isn't it? But Vince Young, when he went to Philly, I think it was all downhill from there because he ended up talking about Dream Team and all this other stuff as a backup. I think a lot of these players, unfortunately, had a bit of an ego. But I do agree with you. I think that's very telling that somehow they can't have backup jobs. Like, that bothers me as well. Like, you can't convince me Chase Daniel is a better quarterback than Cam Newton. Is Cam Newton amongst the top 32 that's in the league? No. But Cam Newton is still a backup. Like, the amount of backup quarterbacks that somehow still survive in the league until their 30s but damn near never see the field is incredible to me. And then you have guys who were legitimate starters for years, had a fall from grace, but they can't still remain as a backup. That throws me off. I'll never understand that. Like, you have guys who were starters, you know, and putting up legit numbers or whatever the case was, and then, okay, granted, they started struggling, but at least give them an opportunity to fall from starter to backup. Motherfuckers go from starter, backup for like one season, and then they out the league, or they go from starter, they lose their job, and then they out the league. Like, that shit never made sense to me. Like, how does that happen? Like, think about wide receivers, right? Unless you're an absolute head case, if you were a star for years, like Larry Fitzgerald only wanted to play in Arizona, right? I recognize he's not what he used to be, but Larry Fitzgerald last season, he's still not retired. Larry Fitzgerald last season, let me pull up his statistics here. He had 54 catches, 400 yards, and 1 touchdown. Those are by far his career lows, right? But he started 13 games. He could have easily been somebody who's just a third slot receiver, because that's really what he was doing. You could keep him on the roster because the 5th receiver that you have on the squad ain't seeing the field. Oh, Mahomes underthrows his man, and it's incomplete. That's just crazy to me. They just be removing motherfuckers. Now, Wex, I do agree. Backups ain't worth drama. I agree with that. I completely agree with that. However, I think it's foolish to try to avoid drama, but then settle for a worse quarterback. Because if in the event that your actual starter gets hurt, now what are you dealing with? I think that's crazy to me. If a QB is willing to be a fucking backup in their old age, keep him. That's why I loved Matt Hasselbeck. This is a dude who damn near won the MVP had it not been for his teammate, Sean Alexander. And as he continued to age, he remained as a fucking backup. And he just still stayed in the damn league. He could have been gone. No ego. No drama. Be a backup. Stay in the damn league. Keep your check. Mahomes' passes dropped. No hands. Now they're going to start to feel the absence of Travis Kelce. You remember in 2012, Matt Flynn got signed to a big-ass contract and got his job stolen by Russ. And luckily enough for the Seattle Seahawks, they made the right decision. Cam said he's not a backup on certain teams. Correct. And Cam's mouth is what kept him out. Do I remember Megatron? You can't forget about Megatron. The Detroit Lions for the longest were Decepticons with no leader. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, can he get a return? No, he can't. He's going to get it to the 17. Just read that Landstorm used to practice super kicks on brick walls to ensure that it was executed safely and to absolute perfection. Landstorm was a hell of a goddamn wrestler in the ring, but he was so fucking boring, nobody gave a fuck. So he's the literal prototype for today's wrestler, where it doesn't matter how good you are in the ring. If you aren't entertaining or you can't even captivate an audience with your words, nobody will give a fuck. And Lance Storm was so fucking boring. You could have gave him Paul Heyman. It wouldn't have worked. He would have messed around and been like a Curtis Axel. Mark Jackson put 2 on it. Said, where do I rank Kurt Angle on the GOAT list? I think Kurt Angle is truly amongst the top 10 wrestlers to have ever wrestled. If somebody were to say he's their greatest of all time, I won't argue with you. So I think he has a legitimate case, especially given how fast he was able to learn the business and how far he ascended. So there is that. Classic Man Q, but 2 on said Gunther versus Ken Shamrock. That'd be a hard-hitting match. TKG. Moth Hollis put 5 on and said, what do I think would happen if 909 Randy Orton was in today's WWE? Nobody was safe from that menace. Nobody would be safe today either. And Roman Reigns would be counting his days. Although he would still maintain the championship, but he'd be counting his days for sure. Nelson said, with Brady gone, will there be new sounds for QBs? I'm not sure. We shall see. Oh, the resident midget's in the building. What's going on? I'm eating a chicken parm sandwich. That's pretty good. Let's see here. Jesus said, what is my thoughts on, or Jesus said, what are my thoughts on Dylan Dennis roasting Nina? I think it's hilarious. I would hope it wasn't him who leaked the video of her blowing another man, but I think it's great hype for the fight. Makes it very personal. So there is that. Andrea said, enjoying that Hello Fresh. Oh, no, not this one. This one is pizza del amore, but can't go wrong with that. Who's up there with Goodell? Ain't that dude to Goodell's left one of the Cowboys legends, or am I bugging? Who is that man? I forget his name. Is he a Cowboy? No. I'm thinking of Darren Woodson. That's not Darren Woodson. Who is that dude? Was he playing for the Bills? Somebody let me know. Who was that dude? I forget his name. I forget. Who's the bigger fall off, Sin Cara or Ryback? Ryback. Here come the Lions. Lions football, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, what happened on the Chiefs' last drive? 3 and out. Good play action. Got his man. First down. Micro said Darren Sharper, hardest hitting safety in the league. You're damn right. He was indeed the hardest hitting safety in the league. He hit other opposing players on the field, and then he hit women without their consent vaginally off the field. Damn rapist. All you had to do was not be a piece of shit, and you're in football heaven. Fucking Hall of Famer. But no, you want to go out there and take pussy. Goddamn douchebag. It hurts because I love Darren Sharper. Love Darren Sharper. Since his days in Green Bay. And he decided to go out there and break my heart. Broke my heart. I know it was you, Fredo. I'm smart. Douchebag. Ice Tray, put 2 on. Said, how do I think your Patriots will do this season? I think middle of the pack. I think they're the 4th. They're ranked 4th in their division, rightfully so. So I think they're middle of the pack. I think they're probably a 7-10 to a 9-8 football team. 7-10 to a 9-8 football team. Ill Mind Jedi said, but Greg Jennings put that team on his back, dude. Indeed. Will Jerry Alexander be a Hall of Famer by the time his career is over? Right now, no. I think there's only one corner who has a possible Hall of Fame case right now, and that probably Jalen Ramsey, and still, well, no. Patrick Peterson, I think when it's all said and done, depending on what his career looks like in Pittsburgh, perhaps things can, go towards Hall of Fame. I think there's 3. Patrick Peterson. The only other individual you could probably throw in there is a Stephon Gilmore, because he has a Defensive Player of the Year. So if we're looking at no, we're not talking safeties. We're talking corners, not safeties, only corners. Only corners, right? Only corners. Patrick Peterson would be at the top of the list. And then I would say Stephon Gilmore and Jalen Ramsey. But truly, of everybody, it'd probably be Patrick Peterson and then Jalen Ramsey. And Stephon Gilmore would be, nope. Darius Slay, nope. Darius Slay make a shit ton of plays. Hall of Fame, not there yet. Ramsey has been able to say he's the best corner in the league. Stephon Gilmore had been able to say he's the best corner in the league. Unfortunately for Slay, he's never gotten to that number one location. He's made a shit ton of plays. Don't get me wrong. He's made a lot of plays. But there needs to be a bit more for him. Now, for corners, rings don't necessarily play a large role like that. So I'd say, no, Richard Sherman's no longer. Richard Sherman been out the league for a couple of years. He's not playing no more. Come on now. You're not playing no more. Clout in the building. What's going on? What's going on with all the butterfingers? I wish I knew. Where's the resident midget? Is he brushing his mustache? Is Derrick Henry's last year in Tennessee? I ain't gonna lie to you. If I'm Derrick Henry, yes. Fuck that. I'm gone, bruh. This is a squad that's most likely gonna rebuild. Let me tell you something right now. If Tennessee doesn't take advantage of that weak-ass AFC South, because let's keep it 110% real and authentic. Jacksonville went on a fucking hellacious turnaround at the end of last year. Indianapolis was dead in the water from the moment that Jeff Saturday took over. Let's not even talk about Houston. That was Tennessee's division for years upon years. They choked. Now they have no receivers. Now they brought in DeAndre Hopkins, and whatever the case may be, we'll see how things play out. But truly, if Tennessee is in a situation where they don't make the postseason, they let go of Vrabel, if I'm Henry, I'm out. You can't afford to be part of a rebuild. Same thing with DeAndre Hopkins. You can't afford, you too old. You've been in the league too long. How old is Derrick Henry now? He's got to be about like 29. I think we the same age. I think me and Derrick Henry the same age. Derrick Henry's 29. When was he born? January. You can't stay there. You're not about to be a 30-year-old running back going through a rebuild. This should be his last year. And I would doubt that they would pay him. What happened to Nnamdi Asomugha? He got exposed when he left Oakland. MLK 10 put 2 on, said Rhino was a missed opportunity in WWE. Yes, I think on both occasions, both his stints, they fucked up. That brother built like a goddamn drying machine, but one way or another, I think they fucked up big with him. Prime Sting versus Prime Jeff Hardy versus Darby Allin. That's a weird mixture. That's a weird mixture. Jeff Hardy versus Darby Allin could have just been the two of them. Why throw Prime Sting in there? That's a weird, weird mixture. Sting don't even wrestle that style that the two of them do. That's a weird mix. What, are you going to try to take 80s Sting that was tagging with Ultimate Warrior? It still doesn't work. What's the only aerial moves that Sting do with the stinger splash into the corner or where he comes off the top rope? Like, that's a weird mixture. Jaywalk said, am I still sports betting on Underdog? You're goddamn right. I did a second half wager. I have a couple of full season ones, but I'm going to disclose that during Saturday. But here are what my Underdog pick'ems look like right now. Mahomes is going to run again, and he picks up the first. What the fuck? Richie James had a catch? What's going on? But, yeah, I have Richie James having under 8 yards receiving, so I need him to not have the football go his direction at all. I have Sky Moore not having 2 receptions. I have Patrick Mahomes not running for 43 yards, but for whatever reason, Patrick Mahomes just took off again. So I'm very concerned about that particular pick'em, because if he's going to start running out here to try to lead his team to victory, I'm going to be forked. And he is now 7 yards away from screwing me. I have Jared Goff throwing over. I think he's going to have to get another 100 yards, but now that's looking like that could be out of the question because the game is now tied, so he's not going to have to throw as often. Here comes Pacheco. He's going to pick up the first down. No, he's not. 1 yard short. And then I have Khalif Raymond having under 10 yards receiving, but I did insure it. So if I mess around and don't, win on all 5 and get 100, I could at least get 25. So I am indeed on Underdog, and then I still have a couple of other pick'ems for the year. So there is that. I have some boosted ones as well that Mahomes did pick up that yard, so that's good. And then that's the remainder of the year. So make sure you guys, if you aren't a new sign up on Underdog, make sure that you head over there and keep an eye weekly on. I'm gonna make sure that I try to do an advertisement every single week whenever they do a boosted pick, so you guys can hop on there and select your boost, because I got some boosted picks on Mahomes just having to gain a single yard, for predictions for the entire season. So with that being the case, make sure you guys keep your eyes open. But I'm going to keep you guys updated throughout the entire year. But if you haven't already, click the link in my description, download the Underdog Fantasy app, use the promo code Adonis, and they will match your deposit up to 100 dirham on your very first deposit. If you've already deposited before, then they won't match it. But if it's your first time deposit, they will match you up to 100 dirham. Mahomes going deep. Broken up. Oh, wait, no flag. Oh, he threw the flag late. Did he go over Watson's back? What happened? Pause. What the hell happened? With 3 minutes left to go here in the third. Joker Sting was hilarious. Could have been played by... Yeah, Joker Sting was weird, man. That weird laughing that he did, very bizarre. Pass interference on the defense. That's interesting. I need to see the replay on that. That's Cam Sutton, former Pittsburgh Steeler. Let's see what happened here. There's Watson on the post. There comes the ball there, and yup, pass interference. Yup, there was a push. That's a push. That's a legitimate flag. It came in late, completely late, but that's a legitimate flag. Here's the thing. The hook of the arm, he can get away from that because it's in the shadow, the blind spot of the referee. But the push, you can't escape with that. That's indeed a flag. That's a flag. I could roll with that one. Oh, damn, nearly got a holding call. Mahomes sidearm to his man, picks up a first down. Jasper put 2 on, said Lance Storm versus Andrade El Idolo. Well, I'd love to see Andrade win that one, because still, despite the fact that Lance Storm can go in the ring, that brother has absolutely no fucking charisma. Like when Stone Cold said boring and came out during his match, that had to be the highest, point that anybody remembered Lance Storm, bro. Good Lord. Oh, Nelson spamming the membership buttons. I see my father. Oh, big shout out to the patriarchal seed providing Adonis. Today is my father's 66th birthday. So cheers to my pops. I mean, I already gave him. It's not as if this brother is watching the stream right now. So he's laying down. He's sleeping right now. But big shout out to my pops, 66th birthday. Cheers to you, old man. I'm not one to say individuals are my hero, but my pops is the most important individual in my life. So big shout out to him. Mahmoud Farhood put 5 on. Said Aiden Hutchinson has been dominant, but not when lined up against Jawan Taylor. Well, we shall see, as the game is still going on. And remember, crunch time is when you need your stars to go and make plays. So we'll see how things play out for the man who left Big Blue. Oh, wow. Drop pass by Tony. That's his second drop on the day. 4th and 2. Do you want to kick the field goal, or do you want to keep going for it? I think they're keeping the offense on the field. You got to catch that. Oh, no, they're calling block field goal. I think they're coming off the field here. Yeah, it looks like they're coming off the field goal. They're sending in Harrison Butker. What the hell happened here? They ran a mesh. Yeah, they ran a mesh. Both of the guys were open, too. I think there was a little bit of confusion as to who the ball was going to. And Tony didn't realize it. It was right in his lap, too. You got to catch that. Chip shot, 33-yard field goal, just 2 yards more than the extra point here for Harrison Butker. One of the most clutch kickers in the league, puts it through the uprights, and it's good. Kansas City is right back in front, 17-14 with 2:10 left to go in the third, 17-10 left to go in this game, ladies and gentlemen. And we can all say to Cardavius Toney, what happened? to his hands. What happened to his hands? What happened to his hands? Chevron said, do I think it's wild that people are calling Mahomes a Hall of Famer right now? No. Last year when they were calling him a Hall of Famer before the Super Bowl, I'd say yes. I'm somebody who believes for the NFL, you need 7 years. If you're a quarterback, you need 7 years of elite play, not all right play, elite play for you to be a Hall of Famer. And since Mahomes took over for Alex Smith in 2018, MVP, Pro Bowler, or second team All-Pro, go to a Super Bowl back-to-back years, 5 straight AFC championships, undoubtedly right now the face of the NFL. And if you look at his resume right now, if he stopped playing football right now, he would indeed be a Hall of Famer. 2-time MVP, 2-time Super Bowl MVP, 2-time Super Bowl champion. I think if he stopped playing football right now, he'd get in because in the years that he played, he dominated the football. So I think, yes, I wouldn't say it's wild for him. Here's the problem, and here's the thing. Every single year, he's been elite. Every single year, he's been elite. Here's what the problem that I have with certain people who talk about, this player's a Hall of Famer when they only played a few seasons. In those few seasons that you played, if you were not the absolute best, you only had a couple of good, not great seasons, I can't say you're a Hall of Famer. The only other position that's a little bit different is running back. But for running backs, there's a particular kind of benchmark that you got to go and hit. Mahomes has become an exception because every single season, this dude has done something different. You have NFL MVP, then you win a Super Bowl, then you go to a Super Bowl and lose, then you have back-to-back AFC championship appearances, and then you win another Super Bowl. Like, come on now. Oh, pardon me, no. MVP, Super Bowl back-to-back, win, lose, AFC championship, and then win another Super Bowl. My apologies. First ballot, I wouldn't say so. I know how much they love, fucking quarterbacks right now, and they probably would give it to him, but me personally, I wouldn't do the first ballot. Aaron Donald's a Hall of Famer without question. Aaron Donald is the greatest interior defensive lineman of all time. He just is. I'm sorry, I love Mean Joe Green. He held the title for an incredibly long time, but Aaron Donald has since overtaken it. For the more modern people, they probably had somebody like a Warren Sapp, somebody who's a little bit over the modern, people who are in their 20s. You maybe had a John Randall. But it was Mean Joe Green for the eternity. Aaron Donald is the greatest defensive tackle to have ever played the game. He is a first ballot Hall of Famer. There's no question. Here we go. Oh, good defense right there. Great defense. Good penetration, pause, by the Detroit Lions. I said Detroit Lions. By the Kansas City Chiefs. And they're going to force a second down and long. Aaron Rodgers is a Hall of Famer without question. Aaron Rodgers is Dan Marino, but with one championship ring. Pardon me, with a championship ring. I don't want to diminish a championship by saying one. So, yeah, Aaron Rodgers first. Like, come on now. If Aaron Rodgers has 2 championships, he's in the conversation for greatest quarterback of all time. I recognize Tom Brady has 7, but Aaron Rodgers is literally Peyton Manning. They're one and the same. They're literally one and the same. They're probably going to get a holding or tripping call on the Lions, right? This is not looking like a very good start of the drive right now for the Lions, bro. Cameron Jordan can mess around and have a sneaky case. Cameron Jordan going to get treated like fucking Simeon Rice, bro. He going to have all them fucking sacks, and he's going to get overlooked. He might mess around and have like a Bryant Young kind of situation. You get into the Hall of Fame damn near 20 years after you're eligible. Yup, tripping on the offense. That's a good call. That's a good call. No, Reggie White is the greatest defensive end, not interior lineman, because he didn't play interior lineman. Personally, in my opinion, I think Reggie White is the greatest defensive end of all time. I know Bruce Smith got 2 more sacks than him all time, but still. Reggie White, I'd say Reggie White, Deacon Jones, those are the 2 greatest defensive ends of all time. And then I would have Bruce Smith come in at 3. But that's where I'm at over there. Yes, Drew Brees is first ballot. And truly, Justin Tucker, in my opinion, he'll be the first ballot ever kicker. If he's not, I think that's ridiculous. Anybody who watches football can say Justin Tucker's the greatest kicker of all time. Great fucking play. 2nd and 22, they pick up 20. What a fucking catch. Oh, fuck, that was Khalif Raymond, too. Son of a bitch. That fucking messed up my goddamn underdog. You goddamn bastard, Jared Goff. That was Khalif Raymond, wasn't it? That was Khalif Raymond on that reception. Son of a bitch. Yup, that was Khalif Raymond. 20 fucking yard reception. There goes my underdog. Well, at least one of it. I just lost one of them. So now I can't win 100. At least maybe I could get 25 and get my bread back. I think I only wagered 10. So maybe I could win 15 bucks. Well, incomplete. But Khalif Raymond got that goddamn reception. That just fucked over my goddamn underdog fantasy. Looks like it's no 100 Dura for me, but I'm still in the game. I got 4 more that could possibly get me 25 Dura. Von Miller is a first ballot, yes. Von Miller is indeed a first. Actually, he's a Super Bowl MVP. He comes to life in the postseason. Yeah, I think Von Miller would still get it. Hall of Fame, that is. Pause. So there is that. But for Detroit, see, here's the thing now. This is a must-stop drive for – oh, wow, fumble! I think he might have been down, though. It depends. What a fucking hit right there on the goddamn punt return. My God, did they light that man up. Jesus Christ. Sent that brother flipping. Did he drop the ball? No, he's down. That's coming back. He's down by contact. What a fucking hit, but he's down by contact. Look, it doesn't come out until his elbow hit the ground. He's down by contact, no fumble. But what a hit, huh? What a goddamn hit. He blew that motherfucker up, man. Golly. No, James Harrison is not first ballot. I love James Harrison. James Harrison's not first ballot. James Harrison's going to be waiting a little bit. And here's the thing, right? One of the most intimidating players of all time. He's a defensive player of the year, but he had a 5-year run, just a 5-year run of being an absolute menace. Postseason is what truly would get him over the hump. But here's some other individual, like Joey Porter. I don't think he should be a Hall of Famer, but I think he has an argument, but I don't think he'll get in. But James Harrison, it's one of those situations where he's not a first ballot. Does he pass the eye test? He's in the hall of very, very good. He's in the hall of very, very good. And the only reason why I say maybe he can get in is because now the Hall of Fame used to be just dogs. They letting in some cats now. And James Harrison by no means is a cat. That dude was, he was a dog. But when we really look at a bunch of dogs, he's probably, I don't know what the breeds are, but he's a much smaller dog than the bigger dog. Because when you really think Hall of Famer, when you think about Hall of Fame linebackers, you're thinking Lawrence Taylor, right? You're thinking Jack Lambert. You're thinking Ray Lewis. Oh, my God. No tackle. What a broken tackle. Down the field go the Chiefs. They're inside the 34, the fucking 40, I should say. And here come the goddamn Chiefs. We're going to the fourth quarter. Come on now. What were they doing? You gotta tackle. What the hell was that? Is he still down? The man who missed the tackle, is he still down? Was it Joseph? Did he get kicked or something? No, it wasn't even him. So who's down? Whoever's down is away from the play. Travis Kelce's fired up, but there was a Lion who was down. It was a non-contact. Is he all right? Oh, no. Oh, shit. Is it the knee? Maybe the calf? They're massaging what seems to be the calf, so it could be a contusion or something like that. I hope he all right. Lil Ronnie put 5 on and said, will I cover Colorado games? Also, Kelce and Gronk Hall of Fame. Kelce will go down as the greatest tight end of all time. Gronk obviously will be a first ballot Hall of Fame. I still have Tony Gonzalez as the greatest tight end of all time because you cannot deny the numbers. But Tony Gonzalez never won a playoff game. So with that being the reality of the situation, I can't say that he's the greatest. Gronk got the hardware. And when you talk about you needed somebody to make a play at the biggest points in the game, Gronk was that dude. So if you say Gronk's the greatest tight end of all time, I ain't gonna fucking argue with you. I always said here was my 5. It was Gonzalez, Gates, Winslow. No. Gonzalez, Gates, Sharp, Winslow, Kelsey. I'm forgetting somebody. Gronk. I'm bugging. It was Gonzalez, Gates, Gronk. No, Gonzalez, Gronk, Gates, Sharp, Kelsey, right? I think Kelsey passed Sharp, even though he had only 2 Super Bowl, 1 Super Bowl less than Sharp did. But I think Kelsey has usurped Sharp. I think he's going to pass Gates, not with touchdowns, but he will get everybody with yards. And then ultimately, I think he'll retire number 1 all time because this motherfucker has been murdering motherfuckers. So there is that. Witten, no. Witten, the vast majority, don't get me wrong, availability is the best ability. But Witten, primarily, if you did the true advanced stats on Jason Witten, he probably got about 800 of his 1,000+ catches on just a 5-yard option route. Witten was never the best tight end in the league. He was always amongst the bunch, but he was never standalone the best tight end in the league. Sharp, best tight end of the 90s. Gonzalez and Gates battled back and forth for best tight end of the 2000s. Nobody else was there with them. Gronk, best tight end of the goddamn 2010s. Of course, as he was reaching towards later in his years, Kelsey began to ascend and since took the goddamn mantle from him. But come on now. With Witten, I don't know about all. No, Dallas Clark, come on, man. Come on, man. Dallas Clark was very exceptional, incredibly talented tight end, but he was never amongst the best tight end in the league. Like, he had a couple of seasons, and that was it. Gates had seasons. Dallas Clark, 2. And really 1, if you really want to be honest. I think it was like the 2006 year. Dallas Clark was fucking stellar. First team All-Pro. But outside of that, he was never collecting. You can never look at him and Gates and say, boy, yo, he's better than Gates. You couldn't look at him and Gonzalez and say, boy, he's better. Like, come on now. Is Witten top 10? Yes. But top 5? Fuck no. Don't say Jeremy Shockey. Don't do that. Don't do that. 2-time Super Bowl champion. He was a dog with the Giants, but he was never better than Gonzalez. Come on now. Todd Heap, come on. Now we just throwing names out there. But, Lil Ronnie, to answer your question for Colorado, yes, I'm doing something very special this year. So big shout out to everybody who's on my Patreon. And here's the thing. I'm going to do 2 videos per week. And it's going to start truly, actually, tomorrow because I'm going to record it. I'm picking one, what I believe to be the college football game of the week. So this week 1, it was Colorado versus TCU. I'm going to do commentary on that game. It's going to be exclusively to Patreon because we already know the NCAA is hating, so I'm going to make it exclusive for Patreon. And then secondly, Super Bowl commentary, I'm bringing it back. So right now, very next Super Bowl commentary that's going up is Super Bowl 40. I have done Super Bowl 41 through 51. So for those of you guys, I remember when I started the commentary is in the 2017 season, so that was Super Bowl 52. So since that's the case, I'm going backwards because I think it's foolish to go forward, although going forward would make more sense because as I go backward, people might mess around and lose interest because who really gives a fuck about Super Bowl 1? But that's the way that I'm doing it. So I'm going backwards. So the very next Super Bowl will be Super Bowl 40, and most likely it'll begin during next week. So it'll probably be on probably Wednesday of next week. But the Colorado TCU, that one's going to go up on Saturday on Patreon. So stay tuned for that. Here come the Kansas City Chiefs. And it's time, ladies and gentlemen. It's time. For the first time this season, sound the alarm. Ladies and gentlemen, we have arrived in the final act of the opening game of the season. It is now put up or shut up time for the Detroit Lions and the Kansas City Chiefs. Kansas City trailed 7-0 and have since responded outscoring Detroit offensively 17-0, as Detroit's only additional score was a pick six. They've been shut out since the first quarter. Will Detroit take their receipt to the sperm bank and get their comeback, or will Kansas City take the dead Namekian to the funeral home and put the nail in the coffin? Ladies and gentlemen, I invite you to the fourth quarter. It's time. Oh, wow. Patrick Mahomes about to run and fuck up my goddamn pick'ems. Yup, he about to fuck up my pick'ems. I think he just fucked up my pick'ems. Well, it's over. Looks like there's no 25 Dura, no 100 Dura for me today. Patrick Mahomes just fucked up my pick'ems. That son of a bitch. Yup, Patrick Mahomes just messed up my doggone pick'ems. No money for me tonight. No money for me tonight. And it looked like Jared Goff was going to mess it up for me anyway. No money for me tonight. It is what it is. You win some, you lose some, but one way or another, I'm confident I'm fixing to get myself some W's this year on Underdog Fantasy. Kadarius Toney should have been turned up, but he tried to make it to the sideline like a goddamn dummy. If you're Kansas City right now, I think you need a touchdown more than you need a field goal, and you know how Andy Reid moved. This is 4-down territory, but there's no Travis Kelce on this team. McCole Hardman is no longer on the squad. Well, Travis Kelce's not on the field. He is still on the team. There he is right there with that terrible mustache. And there's no Tyreek Hill. So as far as I'm concerned, I'm pretty sure, despite the fact that I believe this should be 4-down territory, if they don't get it, they might mess around and kick the doggone field goal. But there is that. Vose Patuon said, who wins, the Bloodline or the Hart Foundation? The Bloodline. Oh, wow, Patrick. Go to the ground, Mahomes. Wow, McKinnon dropped the football despite the fact that Mahomes stayed alive. Yeah, they're going to send in the goddamn field goal unit right there. They're going to send in the field goal unit there. Go kick the doggone field goal. Prince Kenyon put 5 on it. Oh, Kayan, pardon me. Put 5 on it. Said they commented on the outside tackle being too far deep from the O-line. What do I think of that advantage? For one, I think that's very telegraphed. Straight out the gate, I think it's incredibly telegraphed that he's going into pass blocking, because I, too, had looked – oh, wow, somebody's cramping. But I think it's very telegraphed on the offensive line, so you know it's about to be a pass play. So all you got to do is just time the snap, and you can get him. 2, I think it's unfair that the referees have not called out his splits. And 3, I think it's utterly retarded that he continues to go out there and line up like this. There is no doubt in my mind he's going to get torn a fucking new one during film study, because there ain't no way. There ain't no way. That's foolish. That is foolish. I'm surprised they haven't been running with Pacheco here. Like they're just going full, hey, Mahomes, win us the game. They're going to kick this field goal here, but let me give you guys some statistics as we wait on the field goal. If you were curious of how this game has since gone, it started out with Detroit scoring early in the first quarter. Kansas City didn't respond until the second quarter, and they went on a 14-0 run. But unfortunately for them, as the second half began, on the opening drive, no, it wasn't the opening drive. I think it was the second. Yeah, it was the second drive that Kansas City had because both teams punted. On the second drive of the third quarter, on a short field, Patrick Mahomes' pass was tipped, or I should say dropped and intercepted by the Detroit Lions, and they evened up the score at 14 apiece. Kansas City responded with a field goal, and now they have a field goal once more. Let me give you guys some statistics. Patrick Mahomes right now is 20 of 34 for 220 yards and 2 touchdowns and that lone interception. Meanwhile, Jared Goff is 19 of 31, 194 yards, and also a touchdown. The leading rusher for the Kansas City Chiefs, believe it or not, it's Patrick Mahomes with 45 yards. Meanwhile, for David Montgomery, he's the leading rusher for the Detroit Lions with 10 carries for 33 yards. The leading receiver for both squads is Amon-Ra St. Brown with 6 catches, 71 yards, and a touchdown. Meanwhile, MVS and Justin Watson both have 2 catches for 40-plus yards. And the receiving touchdowns for the Kansas City Chiefs, if we did trivia, you would never get it. It's Rashee Rice and Blake Bell that have the 2 touchdown catches for the Kansas City Chiefs. Leading for all tacklers for both squads is Alex Anzalone, who have Anzalone, I should say. He has 6 tackles for the Detroit Lions, and meanwhile it's Trent McDuffie, who has 5 tackles, 6 tackles for the Kansas City Chiefs. Brian Cook also has 6, and also does George, but those are primarily assisted. If we go by solo, then it'd be Trent and Alex, along with C.J. Gardner-Johnson as well. But one way or another, Kansas City leading 20-14, although Detroit has done diddly poo offensively since that first quarter. This still could be a squad that could take advantage, because remember, they were a top 5 offense last year. So we'll see how things mess around and play out in this fourth quarter. Jordan put 2 on it. Said the drops for Kansas City really hurting them right now. Absolutely. They have dropped, I think, a total of 5 footballs now today. They've dropped the football. Glacius put 2 on it. Said, what's the next game we watching? Chisel, what's the next game? Sunday Night Football. Sunday Night Football. I'm considering going live for every Pittsburgh Steelers game during Sundays, but I don't know, man. I do not know. It's going to be difficult because the NFL, the NBA is cutting down on streaming. So there's no doubt that the NFL probably is doing the same. So with that being oh, wow, Norma Hunt passed. Damn, that's tough. At least she had a chance to watch. I think that was Clark Hunt's mother. But at least she had a chance to watch, them win another Super Bowl before she passed. But I'm really considering doing it, because since I don't have a time constraint to now get the commentary up by the evening, I'm considering doing an additional live. So I'll go live for the 1 o'clock game. I won't go live for a 4 o'clock game, and then I'll go live the following, day for the I said the following day. I'll go live for Thursday night. I'll go live for the 1 o'clock Steelers game. Then I'll go live for whatever Sunday night game is on, and then Monday night as well. So I'm really considering it, but it really depends. It really depends. I'll have to see. I'll really have to see. So maybe I might do that this week, and then I'll see how things progress, with acquiring the clips and everything like that. But if it's way too much, work, granted, I have that entire Monday to, get some additional recording done as well. But it really depends on how much stress it puts on the voice, because recording that entire commentary is a lot of stress on the voice, and live streaming in itself is a lot of stress on the voice. So we shall see. We shall see. So I'll keep you guys posted. What do I think is next for CM Punk in wrestling? If it's not WWE, it's over, because Ring of Honor, that's a step down. He would only have like a tribute match, and if I'm not mistaken, Ring of Honor is AEW now. So that does him no favors. Impact, come on. What are you doing? New Japan, it would never work. So if it's not WWE, I think it's over. Oh boy, come on, Detroit. 3rd down, they got to get something done here. They got to get something done here. Twitter blowing up on Jawan Taylor's blatant first start. They should. They should. I'm going to light that man up in the commentary. Ain't no way. Detroit needs a first down here. They need a first down here. Come on now. They need a first down here. 3rd and 7. Let's see what they try to do at the 27, the 28-yard line, so I can't say the 27. 3rd and 7, ladies and gentlemen. Here we go. Is that a delay of game? Ain't no way. They call timeout. They call timeout. These motherfuckers took a delay of game. This is what I'll never understand. If you're going to make an adjustment at the line, because remember, defenses can wait until the final moment to make a shift, because they recognize sometimes teams will wait to finally go and snap the ball. But if you have a preset play with no adjustments or audibles that you plan on making. Fucking hike the football, bro. What are they doing? You can't afford to take that fucking penalty right here. Jared Goff gets rid of the ball, nearly intercepted. It's going to be caught for a first down. Josh Reynolds moves the chains. Luckily, it works out in their favor, but my God, Goff was he was half a second away from getting absolutely fucking laced, bro. I think he still got hit. He was half a second away from taking a sack. Look how close this sack was to happening, bro. Look how close. Snead was right there. Right there. Half a second away, bro. Half a second away. But now they got to capitalize right here. They must capitalize right here. There's the hand. No, play action fake. Dump it off, dump it off, dump it off. Good hands. Pick up the first down. He's at the 49. But there's laundry on the field. Let's see what this is called for. Nah, that wasn't a risky throw. The timing was just off. He never saw him, so I can't say that was a risky throw. I need these refs to be dealt with, bro. Call on the Pokeball and call them back to home. Who's that Pokemon? I would throw it, but then this is actually a charger. I got it at Blurred Con, so it's actually, ain't this pretty cool? They told me it was a turbocharger, but it's not. It's just a regular charger. But get that Pokeball. I don't know what I'm gonna use it for. I think this, what is this, 12,000 A8, what is that, megahertz or some shit like that? I don't know what the fuck that shit is, but got myself a charging Pokeball. But yeah. Oh, it is Chiefs colors. It is Chiefs colors. You're right. Bloodsport or Into the Dragon. Fun fact, never watched them in full, but I'd have to say Into the Dragon. But I have to watch Bloodsport because if I'm not mistaken, I've heard a lot of good things about Bloodsport. Into the Dragon, I only see clips, but I'd have to watch it. They got you looking like Brock from Pokemon. Shit. Under 10 minutes left to go in this game, ladies and gentlemen. 3rd and 1. Detroit needs this. Detroit absolutely needs this. That'll charge your phone in 2 hours. Yup. Oh, two trims. Let's see here. We're approaching 9 minutes. Luckily, they're only a touchdown down, so they could just go score. 3rd and 1. Oh, they got the first down. And now they're inside Kansas City territory. And this is exactly why Kansas City needed a touchdown instead of a field goal. Because guess what? Detroit can take their sweet time marching down the field. They don't have to move with a sense of urgency or anything of that nature as long as they score a touchdown. But remember, there's still enough time to where they can kick the field goal and get the ball back. This is the beautiful situation where despite you being down, you still have a bit of leverage. But Lions offense only has 7 points, but they went to the red zone twice. One on the scoring drive, and then unfortunately the other one for them, they did fumble the football. But here we go. Goff is going to take a shot. Got his man. Well, not necessarily a shot. Now it is. Reynolds gets away, and he's going to take it inside the 15. And for the first time since the first half, the Detroit Lions are inside the red zone. They have entered the Tokokino zone, Rosetta Stone Greek, motherfucker. The Woosh zone, Rosetta Stone Haitian Creole, motherfucker. The Rojo zone, the Rosetta Stone Spanish, motherfucker. Josh Reynolds taking it inside the 20-yard line, and now Detroit is on the move here. They've got to finish in the end zone, though. I don't think a field goal would be nice. Now, granted, if you can't score, then, of course, take the points. Oh, wow, what a run there. Great footwork right there from Montgomery Burns. Now we've eclipsed the halfway point. Under 8 minutes left to go here in this game. Detroit driving, looking to possibly take the lead in the opening game of this season. Have I ever seen Blood and Bone? No, I have not. Will says if Tony drops another ball, Mahomes is putting him down for good. Maybe he should. Maybe he should, boss. Because Tony has what now? 2 drops on the day, maybe 3. Shit, if I was Patrick Mahomes, I'm looking at Cardavious Toney like,
Some of them going to sleep for God.
Oh, Oh, what a run! David Montgomery Burns into the end zone for the score. Detroit evens up the score at 20 apiece. 9-play, 75-yard drive in 5 minutes on a drive that could have been ended by a split-second third down stop. But it was Reynolds who not only came up big on third down, he came up big a couple of plays ago to bring them inside the 20, and now Detroit has a chance to take the lead in the fourth quarter with under half of the time left to play. You love to see it. We've got a game in prime time, ladies and gentlemen. Through the uprights and good, Detroit takes the lead. On the road, the Detroit Lions, laughingstock of the NFL for damn near their entire existence, may possibly take down the reigning, defending, undisputed Super Bowl champions on the opening night of the NFL season. That's how you run the goddamn ball. You're damn right. What a run. What a fucking run. Jared Goff, 22 of 34, 253 yards and a TD. David Montgomery Burns, 15 carries, 56 yards and a TD. And the Detroit Lions are right back in this thing, goddammit. Whew, that's how you play football, baby. That's how you play football. And now the pressure is back on the Kansas City Chiefs with 7 minutes and 6 seconds left to play in this game. Patrick Mahomes trailing by 1. We've seen time and time again Patrick Mahomes lead comebacks going down the field, whether it's down by 1, down by 2, down by 3, down by 6. Patrick Mahomes led a shit ton of comebacks. Can he pull out yet another comeback on prime time opening game of the season where he is undefeated? Keep in mind, this is the first interception Patrick Mahomes has ever thrown during the opening week of the season. If I'm not mistaken, it was 15 touchdowns, 0 interceptions. And this was his first pick on the opening game of the season. Perhaps the Lions can continue to make things different because he is also undefeated on opening games of the season. What will be his fate here in a few minutes after we come back from commercial break? Jared, I look like Ryan Gosling golf, but I'm not a liability indeed. Have I ever tried peeling a foot mask? Wait, peeling foot mask? I've never heard of a peeling foot mask. What the hell is that? Is that like a damn like a facial mask but for your feet? I never heard of that. Is it a Najee Harris commercial? It is a Najee Harris commercial. Oh, what do you know? It's a Najee Harris commercial. Don't see that often. What a run. What a run. What teams do I think Derrick Henry will go to after this season? That's a tough one because at the end of this year, we'll have to see who really needs a running back because some teams need one right now, but you never know what things might look like during the season. Somebody may come alive. So there is that. But I think Derrick Henry can go to Minnesota. I think Derrick Henry can go to Minnesota. I think Derrick Henry can go to I'm trying to think who he can mesh with in the offense. Not Kansas City. I don't want to say New England either because they're primarily by committee. Derrick Henry can go to Baltimore. But they got guys over there right now, so I don't think that would. But I think that'd be the best location for teams that run the football. Definitely Baltimore. But he can go to Dallas. He could go to Dallas as well. Oh, there's Pacheco. Is he have enough for a first down? No, he's going to come up just 1 yard short. 3rd and short right here. 6:22. They're approaching the 6-minute mark. New Orleans? I don't know. The Giants, if Saquon leaves, yes. He could go to the Giants if Saquon leaves. The Bills, we'll see. But, yeah, he could go a number of different places. If he was a threat in the pass game, he could go to everywhere. But he's primarily a runner, so you kind of want him to go to a team that's actually going to run the football. They're going to run a fucking sweep? These dudes are retarded. Why would you run a jet sweep on 3rd and 1? That's not Tyreek Hill. That's not McCole Hardman. What the hell are you doing? Hell, that's not even Travis Kelce. Why the fuck would you run a jet sweep? Are they afraid of the interior line of Detroit? They would have never made it through either. Detroit's penetration was through the fucking roof. But why would you run? That's so dumb. It wasn't necessarily a jet sweep. It was more of a stretch. But still, you got to be kidding me, bruh. Terrible fucking punt either. Wasn't a very favorable bounce. That is ridiculous. I said ridiculous. Are you serious? Some of the oil from my hair is freaking going onto the headphones. But you got to be kidding me, bruh. That is atrocious. Why would you call that play? Why would you call that play? That's ridiculous. Dumbass fucking call right there. Dumbass call right there. Because you know what's wild? Short yardage situation. Really think about it. When they've taken the ball out of Patrick Mahomes' hands, it hasn't worked. Either somebody's dropped the football or they try to run it and it doesn't work. At this point, Patrick Mahomes should just be throwing the ball every single fucking play. Yes, they're not as sharp as they were with Bieniemy, but you also got to take into account Kelsey's not there. McCole Hardman's no longer on the team. I'm not going to mention Tyreek Hill because they won a Super Bowl without him. But right now, I don't understand. I can definitely say Bieniemy's, missing with how they're using their running backs. Because Jerick McKinnon, let's just look at the receiving. Isaiah Pacheco has 4 catches, none by real design, just by dump-offs, right? Maybe one was by design, right? Jerick McKinnon, who was an absolute threat through the pass game last year, has 1 catch for 10 yards on 2 targets. That doesn't make sense. Clyde Edwards-Helaire, not only does he only have 1 catch, he only got 6 carries. Granted, they've ran the ball with Pacheco 8 times. They've ran the ball with Clyde Edwards-Helaire 6 times. But Helaire and Jerick McKinnon both could be threats in the pass game. They're just not using them. So can I chalk that up to Bieniemy's absence? Perhaps. But I just don't understand what the fuck Kansas City's doing in the short yardage situations. It looks absolutely atrocious. You might as well just leave the ball in Patrick Mahomes' hands, bro. That's ridiculous. That's ridiculous. Prince Keon Patuon said, send Derrick Henry to the Jags. Well, Brian put 5 on it. Said, in regards to that play call from Kansas City just did. That's stupid. Use your common sense. I agree. Ridiculous. They could blow this game wide open. 5 minutes left to play. They need a score, though. If I'm Detroit, I'm not going to play the run the clock out game. Oh, my God, they false started. But if I'm Detroit, I'm trying to score a touchdown. Do not, I repeat, do not try to play run the clock out game. Kansas City not only has the 2-minute warning and all 3 timeouts, it's not gonna work in your favor. They're already preparing for you to run the football. Just try to score. Try to score at least a field goal. Or just score nonetheless, because scoring is scoring. Do not do this super run the football. Of course, you can run here and, oh my God, no fucking tackling effort from Kansas City. But don't excessively run the football unless you're in a situation where it's working like this. Don't try to force it, though. My God, they ain't no way. How don't y'all tackle, bro? What are they doing? Had man's looking like Barry Sanders out there. What is Justin Reed doing? You got to wrap up, dummy. Good God. Macho Echidna, Uganda, Randy Savage Knuckles put 9-11 on it. Said, I bet $500 for the Lions to humiliate Machoke. Come on, Lions. I hope the NFL doesn't send you death threats for the highlight commentary videos. I would hope they don't either. And here's what my biggest hope is. Throughout the season, now that I'm doing one commentary video per week where I compile all of the highlights from every single game together, I would hope they don't start no fuck shit where they start flagging the fucking video down, where before they would isolate whether it be prime time, whether it be the Sunday game, whether it be Thursday. I didn't have much problems with the NFL last year, but I would hope that they don't start fucking with me, man. That would drive me up a fucking wall. Here we go. Montgomery's going to pick up a couple. Oh, wait. Are they about to get a horse collar? No, they're not. Sony Michel is the Patrick McCall of the NFL. How so? He won a couple of Super Bowls and then retired. If I'm not mistaken, Sony Michel did retire, right? I don't think he's still playing. Yeah, he retired. He won a Super Bowl with his first year with New England. He got the other one with Los Angeles, and then he retired. No. He went to the Chargers and then he retired. Yeah, I can't say he's the Patrick McCall because he actually played a role on New England. He was the starter for the bet. He started, I think it was the second half of the year, his rookie year, and then he started the entirety of his second year in New England until he ended around and lost his job in the third. And then he actually played a role on that Super Bowl winning Rams team as well. I can't call him a Patrick McCall. McCall just rode the bench. Michelle actually played a role. I can't say that. Whoa. It's 4th and 2. What the? Oh, my God. And you know Dan Campbell's got balls. You know Dan Campbell's got balls, but Jesus Christ, use your head here. They got momentum, so I understand it, but you got to be smart with this play call. Got to be smart with the play call. You got to find somebody, Goff. It's batted down. Oh, Lord in heaven. And here's what makes things even worse. Now that Kansas City is going to take over at the 45. All 3 timeouts and a 2-minute warning. You know what that means? The Lions are also in a very precarious situation as well. Because the same way that the Chiefs can conserve and or use their timeouts, the Lions have to play it by ear. The Chiefs have the complete fucking leverage right here. Because here's the thing. First play, let's just say they pick up 9 on the first play. Because it's 29 seconds, I'd highly doubt if they pick up 9 yards, it'll take 10 seconds. That gives them an opportunity to go and possibly get, oh, wow. What? Oh, my God. What the fuck? What is this motherfucker doing? What is he doing? There's a holding call, and Sky Moore moves the chains, or I should say there's laundry on the field. That's crazy. What happened to his hands holding on the offense? Of course, that's coming back. It's going to be 2nd and long now. Good Lord in heavy, bro. Yo, what the hell is Tony doing, man? What is Tony doing, man? That's crazy. Good call by the referee. That's definitely a holding right there. Good Lord in heaven. This man looking like hot garbage out there, bro. 3rd drop of the day. This man looking like garbage out there. Back them boys up to the 35. Short field, no more. 2nd and 20. They should have called false start on 74. Mahomes' pass over the middle is going to be broken up. 3rd and long, and the momentum is given right back to Detroit. Yo, that's crazy. That is crazy. Tony looking terrible, bruh. That motherfucker dropping everything tonight, bruh. He's got 3 drops on 5 targets. Light that boy on fire, man. Dude looking terrible. Oh, that's a hold. That's a hold. Man's never put his hands out. Gardner Johnson nearly had an interception, and now there's the punt. Here's what Kansas City got to hope for. Whenever this punt is fielded, they need it to be fielded with 2:01 or 2:02 on the clock, so you could at least be on the other side of the 2-minute warning. They need to have it fielded with 2:01 or 2:02 on the clock. If it's exactly at 2 minutes, you just fucked yourself. Oh, wow, that should have been an interception right there, too. That really should have been a pick. Led the league with 6 last year. Man's dropped 2 picks here today. They're going to need this punt to, whoa, what the fuck? They got Mahomes out there. What the fuck going on? And they got a false start anyway. The fuck they had Mahomes out there for? What the hell they doing? Why the fuck they have Mahomes out? So they think, see, here's the thing, right? You bring Mahomes out there and you would hope that Detroit is so undisciplined to where they try to catch the interception instead of batting the ball down. This is utterly retarded. Punt the football back. You have all 3 timeouts. What the fuck you got Mahomes out there for 4th and 25? What are they doing? They got to be there's no way to draw them up. That does nothing for you. Punt the football. Punt the, oh my God, these dudes are stupid. Ain't no way they're going to allow a completion here. There's no way. And he dropped the ball anyway. I don't understand what the hell they doing, bro. I don't understand what they playing Madden out there. They couldn't catch a Cole in Antarctica, bro. They couldn't catch Demi Lovato doing coke if they was at her house in 2019. Like, this is impossible, bro. Why the fuck would you go for it on 4th and 25? You throw it across the field. Punt the football. What are you trying to get here? You thought this was what? 2000, what was it? 11? 2012, the 4th and 29 for the Chargers? Bruh, it's the opening week of the season. Punt the fucking football. You have 3 timeouts left. Why would you give the Detroit Lions an opportunity to have the football at your 35? That makes no sense. I don't understand, bro. I don't understand, bro. This don't make sense, bruh. This don't make sense. This don't make sense. This confusing as hell, bro. I don't know what happened to Andy Reid, but that man must be caught in a genjutsu. That man got to be caught in a genjutsu because what the hell is the decision-making that's going on out here, bro? This is absolute ridiculous. I agree with you, Q Harlan. This is arrogance because you would have thought they don't understand football. If they moving like this, Michael Jackson might as well have been trans and his goddamn pronouns was he. Like, you got to be kidding me, bro. That's stupid. Use your common sense. Why would you do this? Why would you do this? I don't understand. I don't understand. Do you not want to win the football game? Why would you put yourself in a situation where you got a short field, incredibly short field at that? They start the drive in field goal range. You do recognize that, right? The Lions start the drive in field goal range. Punt the football back. What was there to gain? What was there to gain? I don't understand. I don't understand. Caleb in the building. Put 100 on it. Said just wanted to give my appreciation to you preaching about grinding through life challenges. Because of that mentality, me and my brothers in the Ambassadors of Harmony are or our intention or our international choir gold medal champions, five-time international choir, or pardon me, international chorus gold medal champions. Oh, you love to see it. I'm happy to hear about that. I'm glad that you guys are grinding through all of life's challenges. As I always say, pain is interim, all right? And a victory is on the horizon as long as you are committed to claiming it. Oh, to make matters even worse, they actually not at the 35. They at the fucking 30. Timeout. Timeout. And you know what's going to be crazy? Kansas City going to get caught on a play action, and that's how they're going to lose the game. They're going to get caught on a play action, and that's how they're going to lose the game. That is absolutely ludicrous, bro. These motherfuckers went for it on 4th and fucking 25 from their own 30-yard line. Why? Fucking why? That is ludicrous. That is crazy. Hazard said, you're happy as a Michigander, worried as a Packer. Good God. Chief players look disgusted being out there. Ain't that the truth? You got to be kidding me. They come, like Tony been playing like absolute garbage. They got to stop him here. There's Montgomery. Great fucking second burst. Good Lord. And here we go. Second timeout, 1:47. I believe is going to be 3rd and 3. And here we go. This is going to be pretty much for the game right here. Well, then again, yeah, if they could hold them here and force a field goal, but you know Dan Campbell's going to go for it. You know Dan Campbell's going to go for it. This is 4-down territory for Detroit, whether Kansas City fans want to believe it or not. Goff is undefeated versus Mahomes. I think they played each other once. Maybe twice? I think twice. First down. Game done. Game done. That's it. Timeout. It don't matter. Game done. Game done. Because remember, first down, they can milk 40 seconds and then call timeout, right? Then second down, another 40 seconds. That'll bring it down to about 20. Third down, kneel it out. Game done. Game done. That's it right there. Kansas City did it to themselves. Big kudos to Detroit. Big fucking kudos to Detroit. They were game tonight. Big fucking kudos to Detroit. Kansas City's fucking retarded. They deserve to lose. Goddamn retards. They deserve to lose. Stupid motherfuckers, you. You stupid fuckers, you. You gotta be kidding me, bruh. These dudes ass. You gotta be kidding me, bruh. You've got to be kidding me, bruh. Dudes need to get cooked. Yeah, just knee it out. Game done. Don't even use the timeout. Game done. To Kansas City, we say, damn it, it didn't open. Son of a bitch, it didn't open. Do it again. Kansas City, again, we say,
that's stupid. Use your common sense.
Use your common sense.
That's stupid. Use your common sense.
Use your common sense.
That's stupid. Use your common sense.
That's stupid, guys. That's stupid. What are they doing? Dudes are retarded out there. You deserve to lose. You deserve to lose. Ought to be ashamed of yourself, bruh. Came out here and got cooked because y'all absolute dumbasses. And for the first time on opening Sunday, you saw the Kansas City Chiefs take an L. Opening week. Mark Jackson put 2 on it. Said, do I think someone will ever surpass Tom Brady? It'll take a very long time. But is it possible? Yes. Probable? Maybe not so much. But Dan Campbell leads his band of baboon lions into Arrowhead Stadium, and the Detroit Lions take down the Kansas City Chiefs on the opening Thursday of the NFL season.
But there was no Travis Kelce.
Who gives a fuck? Kansas City lost. I don't want to hear it.
Ribbit. Well, you didn't know that, it doesn't really matter. It's only week 1. Wait until the playoff.
Fam, the playoffs is next year. You lost today. Hold this L.
Oh, just wait until we get things together. It doesn't really matter.
Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. And give Detroit your love. Because guess who took a L today? It's the reigning, defending, undisputed Super Bowl champion, Kansas City Chiefs. They take an L. William Deila says, put 5s on it. Said, I need a what happened from Mickey Mouse clip in the commentary after this mess. What was that? Ain't that the truth? I'm fixing to have it up in there. I got you. And you also put 2 on, said Montgomery always looks mad as fuck. Yeah, that brother's always looking stressed, bro. I don't know what's going on. Man, somebody need to get that man some escorts. He looked like he needs some pussy. But one way or another, we saw the Detroit Lions come out here and tell the Kansas City Chiefs to take out their Metro cards and get aboard the train, because Andy Reid, the coaching staff, and Patrick Mahomes on 4th and 25 went from their own 30. They must have been high off of what? 14 grams. I'll put the L train again. I forgot to say 14 grams of what?
You buy 14 grams of crack. Then you sell it.
Because
Who was on crack?
they on crack. They on crack. Meanwhile, in Detroit's locker room,
Oh, yeah. Come on. Cha-cha now, y'all. Oh, yeah. Come on. Cha-cha now, y'all.
cha-cha now, y'all. Hey, big shout out to DJ Casper. May he rest in peace. One way or another, big congratulations to the Detroit Lions pulling off the upset to start off the NFL season, taking down the damn reigning champion, Kansas City Chiefs. Cheers to you. Congratulations to the Detroit Lions on a huge win to start up the season, and they are indeed eating kneecaps to kick off 2023. Zero put 2 on, said first kneecaps of the season is indeed rather scrumdiddlyumptious. Macho Echidna Uganda Randy Savage Knuckles put 10 on, said I won. Yeah, buddy. $500 going into your pocket. In fact, I hope you wagered $500 and you got even more. But whatever the case was, congratulations, buddy. Henry put 2 on and said, Lions won. Chiseled, remember our deal. I'm in the shower. Sir, what the fuck you talking about? Wait a minute. What you talking about? Remember our deal? You in the shower. What deal was this? How you gonna make a unilateral wager and include me in it? I'm not here for your shenanigans and your homosexuality activity. What's going on with this? All right, not that there's anything wrong with that. That's your business if that's what you're trying to get into. But not with me. Understand what I'm saying? The fuck you talking about, Henry? Talk about remember our deal. Fuck wrong with you? Gerald put 2 on it. Said 14 grams of L train. Ain't that the truth? Hey, somebody need to go take care of Henry, bro. Pull out the blade of Roranorazoro, because I know he pulling out a different kind of blade, but that brother still need to be dealt with. Hey, bring back Stonewall. Probably took it too doggone far. One way or another, we saw the Kansas City Chiefs fall here tonight against the Detroit Lions, and they gave them not only an L, they gave them the appendage, because they told them to hold their nuggets and suck their dick with a huge L. Braylon put 5 on it. Said, go Lions, put some respect on our names. We shall see how things play out for the remainder of this season. But Jared, I look like Ryan Gosling, but I am not a liability golf. Came out here to play, and they made sure that when the goddamn Kansas City Chiefs thought they were coming out here to win games, well, we can let Patrick Mahomes' wife say, because they thought it was game on. But instead, it was game over because
You lose.
I said,
You lose.
we say
You lose.
once more.
You lose.
And your quest to open up the season still undefeated in season openers, Mahomes, was nothing but a
Failure.
Again, your quest to start the season 1-0 was nothing but a
Failure.
You lost! Last time for the road, the Kansas City Chiefs' chance to defend home turf when they revealed another championship banner was nothing but a
Failure.
because what are they eating this evening?
Fresh hot ales. 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 Fresh hot ales.
Fresh, hot L's. Because tonight for the Kansas City Chiefs, it's
Snake, are you okay? Snake? Snake!
and now look at him on the ground like,
What's wrong, okay?
When I came down. I'm trying to make you understand what I'm saying.
pack them boys
When I
up.
came
Janet
down.
put 5 on it. Said Mahomes, like all goats, needs to play with Walmart employees for a season this year. Might just be that year. Well, we shall see how things play out.
When I
Remember,
came
Kelsey's
down.
fixing to come back. King, Rich, and also Steph became members. I appreciate you guys. Oh, I still got
I'm
this
trying
shit
to make
looping.
you understand what I'm saying.
I'm bugging. I still had this shit looping. My bad, dog. But one way or another, for them, they took an L, and for whatever reason, they tried to freaking go for it, looking like,
What the hell wrong with them? What's wrong with them? What's wrong with him? What's wrong with him?
what's wrong with them? Gave away the win like, come on now. Matter with them. Nevertheless, I shall catch you guys on Sunday. Stay tuned. Tomorrow, we got the video coming out about the diarrhea on the plane. Saturday, for my patrons, we got Colorado versus TCU commentary. Sunday, I shall be live once more. We're still going to have MMA commentary dropping as well. But one way or another, I appreciate you guys tuning into the stream. NFL is back, and y'all shall see me numerous times throughout the entire year. Commentary is going to be one video, one video. There's no more prime time. One video. Every single game will be compiled together. Is every game for the season? No. Every game of the week will be compiled together into one video dropping on Tuesday, so stay tuned for that. Nevertheless, I appreciate you guys once more. Live from Hold My Nuggets Incorporated, I am your founder, chairman, proprietor, and host, the diligent, vigilant, meticulous, sagacious, conscientious, analytical, methodical individual, the Chiseled Adonis. Eddie, take us out.
Good night. Suck my dick. Bye-bye.